second. Let me do this. How does that? There we go. Now it's working. Hopefully we're all having a nice time here. Let me put on some other music so that you can all enjoy yourselves a little bit in the background. Hopefully the day is going well for you. Where are we? Here we go. Hello, Cheese Man. How are we doing? It was really good. Very good. Alrighty. How dare you stream at the same time as a Taco stream? Are you streaming? Are you streaming, Taco? Let's have a look on the old Twitcheroo. Or are you a YouTube boy? I don't know. We'll have to wait and see. Well, now that that's finished, we can potentially get started with what we're here to do today, which is talk about this set of cards. We're going to be looking at Fusion Strike. We've got the set list here from Pokebeach, and we're going to be cruising through and taking a look at it. Hopefully there are some good cards in here. I have not looked at this set in any detail. The only cards that I really know about are Mew VMAX and Genesect V. Those are the only ones that I'm aware of. So we are going to be having a very interesting morning where we look through and figure out a whole bunch of stuff. I'm going to take over Boo's channel tonight, not till later. That's alright, Taco. We can manage that. Turn down background music a smidge? I certainly can. Is it too loud for you? There you go. How about that? Is that better? It's really hard to balance everything out. They're the only ones I need to be aware of. We need to get a Chandelure deck. I don't know what all these cards are. 99% of the cards are filler. Hey, listen, it's a Pokemon set. That's usually the way. Alright, so what we're going to do is I'm just going to scroll through. Anything that catches my eye, we will talk about for a second. And if you've got any specific comments that you'd like to make, feel free to do so. What I might even be able to do, if I organise myself a little bit better, I may even be able to get chat up on the left-hand side of the screen here. Just 1 second. Let me see if I can figure out how to do this. We will grab you. Thank you. I'm going to copy that. And then we're going to bring you across to here. And we're going to see what happens. Ah! It's going to be massive. It's over my face, but that's okay. So let's just move you across to here. How's this going to work? You're gonna be too big or too small? I'd need to do some fiddling. Let's do some figuring out here. Let's go properties. This is what you're all here for, by the way. You're all here for. Oop, that's way too small. Now we're getting one comment. Don't want to see chat there, Stinky. Alright, then we won't. Goodbye, chat. Great comment to leave it on. Let's turn that off. Oh my goodness gracious me. Alright, let's talk about these cards in Fusion Strike, bearing in mind that I have no idea what we are looking at. And we'll see how we go. Good morning, Cheese Man. How are you? Excited for Gengar? It's one of your faves? Alright, Butterfree. Let's have a look at this card here. We'll just chuck that up behind me, shall we? I'm a little bit too big. This is an awkward stream, if ever there was one. Alright, Butterfree. When you play this Pokemon from your hand to evolve one of your Pokemon during your turn, you may leave your opponent's active Pokemon burned, confused, and poisoned. This is very interesting. Okay, so we could potentially pair this up with the, what do you call it? The Salazzle? There's a Salazzle that has, like, that attack. They, like, paired it with the Weeping Bell, so it did some amount of damage based on the amount of special conditions. So that could potentially work with this. Do we still have the, does anyone in chat know, do we still have access to the Caterpie and the Metapod that evolve up, like, instantly? Do we still have that? Because if we have that, that's a cool deck. Like, that might even be the first deck that I do if we have that. Because that's really interesting. That's a cool little budget idea. Never updated at post-rotation? That's okay. There's going to be plenty of opportunities. This looks like a really good improvement to that. So hopefully that turns into something. We believe we do. Alright, well that sounds like a piece of content, ladies and gentlemen. We'll be doing that at some point. Hopefully it's good. Wait and see. Okay, Breloom does 150 for 3. That's not very good. We got a Breloom V, single strike. Look at this. I did not know that this card existed. Alright. What does it do? What does it do? It does 140 for 3. and it has counter. Okay, so if it was hit by an attack last turn, then it does 20 plus that damage back. So it could potentially be good. We've kind of got a half-hit format at the moment, so most Pokemon aren't going to be dealing 210 damage, but it's still obviously not super great. Cards like Zacian can obviously knock it out very quickly, and obviously Mew, VMAX, and Genesect I know will be hitting this number, but we could potentially turn this into something. Grass Colorless is an awkward cost, but it is Single Strike, so we can use Single Strike energy. That would be pretty cool. Howling Wolf, hello, welcome. They usually just Yell Horn then evolve for the confusion, but Butterfree could work too. Well, that's the thing, right, is that if we play the Butterfree, we don't need to use Yell Horn, right? So we can have extra card. Well, I mean, the extra cards in the deck will be the Butterfree, but we don't need to confuse our active by using Yell Horn. We can just confuse theirs with the Butterfree. And if we've got the Caterpie Metapod Butterfree that can evolve instantly, then we can like scoop it up. We can like throw it down instantly and then scoop it up and put it back into our hands. So we've got extra bench space, which I think will be pretty cool. You can add 100 HP to Breloom. Is that with like? You can, because you could use Cape, and you could use the, what's it called? The Snowboy. That's true, Trendy Beast, you are correct. Okay, so suddenly this is a lot more interesting. Alright. Breloom, very interesting. Very, very interesting. Pansage, Simisage, generally terrible cards. We've got a Leavanny here. Heal all damage from each of your benched Pokemon, then shuffle this Pokemon and all cards back into your deck. All cards attached to it. Okay, so I could see that being used in something. I don't personally know what we'd use it in, but that could be something. I mean, it's not necessarily super good, but I could see a world in which that was something. Maractus, 50 times damage. Okay, discard any number of Pokemon tools from your hand. It does 50 damage for every card we discard that way. Is there any card in this standard format that allows us to get tools back from the discard pile? Because if we can get tools back from the discard pile, then this Maractus could be something. But I don't know if there's such a card. Someone in chat will have to tell me. Is there a card that I can use to get tools back from the discard pile? The only downside is that you need to evolve the Butterfree to do any damage, whereas if you missed Yell Horn, you could still do 180 and 2-shot Vs and VMAXs. No, that's true. That's true, Evan. And don't feel sorry. Don't feel sorry for asking about it. Lana's Rod? Yeah, but that puts me into the deck. Yes, Infusion Strike. Is there a card that pairs with this, is there? Do you happen to know what it is, Trendy? Because we can go and take a look at it straight away. The Smeargle. Well, let's go down to the colourless section, shall we? Let's go down to the colourless section. God, there's a lot of cards in this set. Good grief. Good grief, look at them all. Okay, there's a Smeargle, apparently. Oh, that's a nice card. Two Fusion Strike trainer cards? That doesn't seem like it's going to get enough back. That does not seem like it's going to get enough back, plus we don't really want to attack with Smeargle. We want to attack with Maractus every turn if we can. Oh well, it's one of those cards that at some point something will happen and we'll be able to play with it. Because it seems like a pretty cool card. Look at him. He's happy. He's on a beach. How could you complain? Delibird, what is going on? Thank you for coming past. Appreciate it. Excelgor, these are generally alright. 120 for 3, seems pretty average. This Pokemon was on the bench, became your active, you can use it for 1 grass. Okay, so you can kind of just throw Excelgors in and hit for 120 every turn. They're 90 HP, which means that they're levelable, searchable. They're also, oh, okay, so you could use this. Right, so what you could do, you could deal 120 damage every turn with this Pokemon, but you could also get them back every turn with the case thing. Whatever it's called. What's it called? For one? The card? That you can get Pokemon back from the discard pile? Oranguru was in Sun and Moon, yeah. Jank, woot woot. Hey, listen, this kind of card is the stuff that my channel is built on. This is the type of card that my channel is 100% on board for. Rescue Carrier, thank you, Evan, for putting that one in my mouth. Appreciate it. Alright, let's keep cruising along here, because I feel like it's going to be a very long set review unless we really fight for this. Virizion, not very good. Phantump and Trevenant, not very good. Excellent. Grubbin. There's obviously some Vika Volts in this set somewhere. We'll have a look at them potentially. 110 for a Araquanid. Look at this guy. He's got a little... Look at that. He's on the beach. It's like the beach from Pokemon Snap. How about that? That's pretty cool. Charades with Mitch. Phrasing? What did I say? Pulled an Alt Art Mew in your first box? I can't believe that you've got cards. Afrain, I cannot believe that you've got them. Hear me out until people start playing Cheryl. Excelgor is actually solid with Inteleon. Nice idea, Sparksy. Nice one. Same beach as Maractus. There you go. They're all hanging out. They're all hanging out at the same beach. Well, it looks like they do, Sparksy. It looks like they do. Play Excelgor with Genesect, not Inteleon. As in Genesect V. You don't really... I don't know about that. Anyway, this doesn't seem very good, so we're going to move on. You pre-ordered it. Well, I mean, you pre-ordered it, but they're not out yet, so it's interesting that you've got cards. Do you have a favourite card art from what I've seen so far? Oh god, this is tough. I like this. I like the Excelgor. I like the fusion kind of stuff happening in the background, right? It's kind of like a nice little thematic ad which they've put in, which is pretty cool. All right, let's cruise along. We've got Serena V. Now I saw this in an Omnipoke video in the thumbnail, so this obviously has some sort of potential. What does Serena do? Serena, Queen's Order, 20 damage, discard any number of Pokemon on your bench. It does 40 more damage for each bench Pokemon that you discard this way. Okay, so it's kind of like old school Mega Gardevoir EX, right? It's kind of like that. I don't know if it's necessarily super good. 20 plus 40, how many can we get? If we discard 5, then we deal 5 to 42, 20, so it doesn't seem super great. I mean, it's going to half it for 2 energy, which is solid, but I don't know. Doesn't seem super great. Expanded, yes. Standard, no. Yeah, I think expanded seems like a better option because you can play it with Skyfield, obviously, and then you can get a whole bunch more Pokemon on the bench. You can get Crobats and Dedenays and stuff and discard them, which seems better. But yeah, standard, maybe not. Maybe not. All right, we've got a new Rillaboom. Look at this. Oh, this is the Rapid Strike Rillaboom that's been like in Japan for ages, but we just haven't had a chance. With Execute and Giratina? Yeah, exactly. That seems like a good one, a good pair for this. Execute, Giratina, Dedenne, Crobat, all these kind of cards. We can accelerate. It's a basic, so you can use Max Elixir. It seems pretty solid. Some of these Grass Vs could change the prize trade for Leafeon VMAX as well, potentially. But I don't know. I don't see this being the card for Leafeon. It could be, but I'm not seeing that. All right, let's read Rillaboom VMAX. Rillaboom VMAX says for Grass Triple Colorless, which is expensive. It does 180 and then 40 to 2 of your opponent's bench Pokemon. This is a bad VMAX. It's Rapid Strike, so you can power it up with Rapid Strike energy if you'd like, and you can also use Persimmon to get some bonus damage with your bench snipe. But it does not seem better than Rapid Strike Urshifu, which does not fill me with confidence. Darkrai GX could be for Serena as well. Absolutely could. Eldegoss does not. I love it when they release cards like this, because it's just like, this is a bad card. This is just a bad card. There's nothing about this card that's good. Assuming it only works with fighting Pokemon, does it? Okay, well then scrap what I said. I don't know what I'm talking about. Alright, we've got a nice little Appleton that does not enough damage. Okay, so we'll skip that one. And there goes all the grass Pokemon. Oh, here's an ability. We've got a Ninetales here. That is a nice looking card art. Look at that. Woo! That seems pretty good. What does its ability do? As long as this Pokemon's in play, the retreat cost of your Pokemon that have fire energy attached are double colorless less. Okay, so it's kind of like Floatstone for fire type decks. It's unfortunate that Welder doesn't exist anymore, because then this card might have been useful, but at the moment, I mean, you could play it with like Victini or something, that could work. Play it with Victini, I don't see any problems with that. Persimmon works with all Rapid Strike Pokemon. That's what I thought. That's what I thought. See an Arcanine, now you're... Oh, hello. Look at this. This card has to be good. Look at the artwork. It's a nice little yellow hue there. Into the blue. He's so proud. Heat Tackle 160 and then does 30 to itself. Oh, damn. We had a chance. We had a chance at a good Arcanine card, but doesn't look like it's going to be happening. Greetings, Drew. Thank you for coming past. Ninetales art is your favourite so far. I think so too. Look at that. That's very nice. Very beautiful. They always do my boy Arcanine so dirty. Like, that's just not a good card. 160 is fine. It's fine, I guess. But you're never powering it up. Oh well. We move past it. Magcargo doesn't seem very good. Victini doesn't seem very good. Simisear is not going to be good. Okay, so this is the card that Azazel wants. I don't know what it does, but it does 70 times damage for 2 fire energy. Okay, well, let's have a look. Max Poltergeist. Okay, so if it's just Poltergeist, then it's fine. Your opponent reveals their hand, does 70 damage times the number of training cards. Okay, so it's Gengar and Mimikyu, except it does 70 instead of 60. So that's pretty cool. What does the basic do? Oh, so the basic just does the same. Okay, so the basic V does the same attack, except it does 40 damage, and then you evolve it and it does 70 damage. What's its ability? As long as this Pokemon's your active Pokemon, you cannot play tools. Your opponent can't play tools, okay. So they can't play tools, and... Oh, so that kind of combos in nicely, because they can't play tools from their hand, which means that they're going to be stuck in there, and we can Poltergeist. Okay, I can see that, I can see that. I can see that. I need a Hisuian Zoroark card, normal ghost type, so much potential. I would love to see a fantastic Hisuian Arcanine, thank you please. That would be great. Just 2 seconds here. Let me very quickly fix something up, because I know that I've got something coming in, and I'm going to miss it. It's not popping up on the screen!
Alive from Mitch at the end of a ridiculously tiring day. I may not enjoy it all because it's super late here, but thanks for the little serendipity smile.
You are most welcome, Brib. Unfortunately, for whatever reason, my browser didn't pop up. So, I'm sorry. You got the text-to-speech, but you didn't get the little ka-ching, which I'm sorry about. Hopefully, everyone from now on gets the little ka-ching, but we'll have to wait and see. Thank you very much for your super chat, though, and hopefully the tiring day is not too bad going forward. I know that they can be very rough. It's Friday night, though, right? So you'll have a great time. If they could give us Trashalanche back, Chandelure could be nice. That's true. So if we could disincentivize discarding tool cards, then that would be really, really cool. Absolutely. But I can see this. I can see this Azazel. I like ghost types. It's a cool card, and it looks nice too. I mean, it's no Ninetales, right? It's no Ninetales art, but it's still pretty solid. If Cryogonal was still in standard, that would be fun to pair. Possibly, possibly. First stream. You remember your first stream, Drew? It's Friday night. Is it actually Friday night, Tucker? Did I do that right? Am I saying the right days? Does it hit Genesect for weakness? It does hit Genesect for weakness, I think. Because Genesect's metal, right? Surely? Dumpster fire. Oh, boy. Rib, appreciate it. Thank you very much, my dude. Always good to see your messages come through. And hopefully you enjoy whatever this is. Alright, Heatmore has an attack with a lot of text. If this Pokemon has at least 3 extra energy attached to it, it does 180 to one of your opponent's bench Pokemon. How do you get 6 energy attached to this? How do we do that? How do we get 6 extra energy, or 6 energy onto this Heatmore? Is there a way? Is there a way to do that? I don't know. How does...
LGHBWDTG7VDNR.
That's classic. I was wondering what text-to-speech was going to do with that code card. Thank you very much, Azazel, for the donation. And if you are interested, feel free to pick up that code card. I don't know what it is. Azazel's just giving them out for free. Just giving them away. Quoting 90s hip-hop songs, you got me right in the feels. Oh boy. World Arena expanded several times. Yeah, well, we might be able to get 6 energy onto it that way. Is there a way to, like, waterfall energy in some way, shape, or form? Cherim, Raihan, and a fire attachment? Cherim could do it. This is the type of deck, right, that I would make maybe 6 weeks into the set, where I'm running out of ideas and I want to put something together. Oh boy. Oricorio. Okay, so this is a Fusion Strike Pokemon with an ability. Let's figure out what this card does. Fervent Lesson. As long as this Pokemon is in play, your Fusion Strike Pokemon take 20 less damage from your opponent's attacks. Okay, so that's pretty cool. So that's a useful card then, because you can put that in with your Mew. Because Mew has 310, right? Mew VMAX has 310. So this would mean that you could use this to reduce damage so that everyone needs to hit 330, which is a much more difficult much more difficult damage cap to meet. So I like that. I can see that. That seems like a useful card. Does it have an attack? Put 5 damage counters on your opponent's Pokemon? No, it does not. Why do we have 2 Cinderace Vs in this set? Why are there 2? We don't need... We've already got 2, don't we? We've already got too many Cinderace Vs. Why do we have... We could attach with Cryogonal like Kyogre. That is true. We could do that. Alright, so we've got a basic Cinderace V that does 210 and discards 2 fire. So just generically good attack, but difficult to power up. And then we've got Ichigeki. We've got a Rapid Snow, single strike Cinderace that does 210 as well, but it does it for 4, and then it can't attack next turn. But we can also get the benefit of the single strike stuff, right? So that seems fine. And then we've got the single strike VMAX, which is insane. This looks ridiculous. Look at this. For 4 energy, it does 230. Your opponent's active is now burned. Okay, so we've got 3 triple colorless. We've got 3 colorless energy, which means we can put 3 single strike energies on it, which means that we're doing 250, 270, 290, plus the burn is 310. Okay, so we're short 10 damage. In the perfect situation, we're short. It's unfortunate. But I mean, if you can figure out a way to deal some extra damage, maybe like a Zigzagoon or something, you can one-shot some VMAXs, which is pretty solid. Cinderace, the new meta. Play all 4 so your opponent never knows what's coming. So that could do something. I could see this taking some knockouts. I could see this. Nice quick mass. I'm getting better. I'm getting better. So it's absolute trash. Understood. I'm not going to say that it's trash. What we call this is a this is called content, right? So there's a difference between trash. Look at this. This is trash. They don't even have an image that's bigger than the actual thing. Trash, content, right? Content deck. Ooh, hello, welcome. All right, we've got Sizzlepedes here. We've got a Rapid Strike Center Scorch. Look at that art. Look at him go. He's firing off little shards of something. I've got no idea what that is, but it's something. Oh, Daniel, thank you very much.
Learn XMWNZLLKDW have a celebration ZTB code.
Beautiful. Didn't quite do quite as well there. Said learn for some reason. You leave Sizzlepede alone? Never. Well, I mean, that one was big. This one's little. Look at him. What do we need this one for? Why did they print 2? Why is there 2 of them? Cygnus, hello. How you doing? Sick art equals borderline playable. Absolutely. Heatmore is better than Single Strike Cinderace VMAX? Potentially. It'd be cool to get another good Fire deck. 2002 Wizard of the Coast promo energies need some use. Dude, I'd love to see Fire decks back, because Fire was like the deck that I played Volcanion, and then I played Reshizard for ages, so I'm a big Fire guy. Love to see a stream I can actually make it to Australia versus US time zones are rough. Well, they are, but it's actually better. Like, Australia's actually not too bad for time zones when it comes to both Europe and America. It's just that when I stream at 6:30, when it's convenient for me, 6:30 PM, it's convenient for European people. Whereas when I stream early in the morning, when I'm less awake and less entertaining, then it's better for Americans. So I'm gonna try and do it in the morning, but we'll see how we go. It's just Mitch being awkward. So that you have a choice when you play your cracked Center Scorch deck. Center Scorch is not cracked. It's not good. It's not. It can't be good. We've got 2 of these as well. During your turn, this Pokemon's attacks do 90 more damage. Great. Okay, so that's completely useless. A Cloyster! Okay, this Pokemon never has any good cards, so I'm not expecting much. It takes 30 less from attacks, which is fine, and then it does 60 for 2, and then 30 to 2 of your... Okay, so this this could be enough to get me to go back to the OG 150 challenge. This card is not good, but it's Rapid Strike. It's got a 1 energy attachment attack, right? It does an acceptable amount of damage, and it does an acceptable amount of bench damage. So this could be an opportunity for me to go back to the OG 150, which would be fantastic. Just quit your job, stream full time. I don't think so. I don't think so. Says it can't be good, turns out to be meta breaking. Dude, if it's meta breaking, it's meta breaking. So much bench snipe, it's Rapid Strike, right? Just thinking OG 150. Well, this is one of the Pokemon that turned me off of the OG 150 in the first place, because this Pokemon has no cards. None. 0. Cloyster has 0 good cards. So now it has one that's moderately acceptable. It's got effectively 160 HP, and it can deal an acceptable amount of damage, and it's a 1 prizer. So I'm on board. I'm on board. What do we got here? This Starmie looks cool. Rapid Fisted Star for 1 water. You discard any number of water energies from this Pokemon. Choose one of your opponent's Pokemon to do 30 damage to it. You can choose the same Pokemon more than once. Okay, so this is interesting. If I deal damage with Starmie to a benched Pokemon, do I get extra damage if I have Telescopic Sight attached to it? I assume so, because I'm dealing bench damage. If that's the case, we can stack a whole bunch of water energy onto it and just fire off a whole bunch of stuff. Maybe. Isn't there a Krabby that hits everything for 10 for 1 energy? There is. There absolutely is. If your ELO is low enough, it could absolutely take a win. Well, that's the key, right? That's what I try and do, is make my ELO low enough so that I can actually get these cards to work. You put 150 on repeat and fell asleep. Thank you very much, Drew. I appreciate it. The meta break is like the anti-hero, whereas the meta decks are like the protagonist and antagonist and their cronies. It reads as damage, not counters. So then it should, right? So it should deal damage with Persimmon, because it's Rapid Strike. And with Telescopic Sight and Persimmon, this should, theoretically, deal damage. So I like that. I like that. You played Pikachu V Union for a whole night, maybe won 1 game, and haven't lost in the 2 days since? Nice! That's pretty solid. For 2 energy, it can do 90 to 2 Pokemon. Yeah, exactly. Like, that's really good. That's really solid. Just for a couple of energy. Is it basic water energy? Okay, so it just says water energy. So if I attach a Rapid Strike energy to this, then it should theoretically do 90, right? Because it doesn't say basic water energy. Rapid Strike energy is 2 water energy, so that's 90 for 1 attachment to 2 Pokemon. That's pretty solid. Oh, we can pair these up. We can pair them up. We can pair them up. Alright, what else have we got? We've got a Lapras here. This Lapras art's pretty nice, pretty solid. Eternal energy, blah 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 blah. Does 100 to 1 of your opponent's bench Pokemon. So that's not quite as good. We're gonna move past that one. Do you also have to discard? You have to discard the energy, which does suck, but it's still possible, right? Still doable. Just try and make your own battle decks that are simple with easy to get cards like Staryu or something like that. Possibly, yeah, that seems cool. Lapras is good with Frostmoth, potentially. Potentially, it's not quite as good, because, like, I mean, we can deal 180 total damage with this Starmie, and we deal 150 damage for 3 with this Lapras. So it's possible. It's possible. I'm not gonna go crazy. All right, we got a Feraligatr. I love Feraligatr. Feraligatr's a sick Pokemon. Hopefully, this text is good. When you play this Pokemon from your hand to evolve one of your Pokemon during your turn, flip a coin. If heads, discard the top 5 cards of your opponent's deck. If tails, discard the top 5 cards of your deck. Oh boy, that is something else. I don't know how to feel about this. This is either good or bad, right? Well, I mean, that's every card, but this is either like a really, really good effect or a heroically bad effect. So I don't know how to read that. 140 damage and discard an energy. That's a solid attack. That's all right. We can play that. Some sort of like mill control-y Feraligatr deck. That seems pretty cool. I can work with that. play with Will. That's true. I don't think Glimwood Tangle would work, because Glimwood Tangle only works with attacks, so this is an ability. But I like the attack. 140 for 3, and then discard an energy. That's pretty cool. Alright, what do we got here? Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Choose up to 3 in any combination, Pokemon and supporter cards. Show them to your opponent, put them back in your hand. This Azumarill looks unassuming, but I am concerned. This looks like a control card, guys. This looks like a control card. I'm not happy about that. It's a stage 1, so they need to evolve it. But this looks like a control card. We're gonna move along before anyone gets any ideas. Stop talking about it, Sparksy. Stop talking about it. Alright. We got another stage 2 starter Pokemon here. It is for sure. Okay, well then in that case it's a good thing that I moved on, because I'm not interested in dealing with that. Mudmaker, once per turn you may attach a water or fighting energy to one of your Pokemon. That's a cool ability. Okay, sick. And it does 180 for 3 and then 20 to each of your bench Pokemon. Okay, so this is cool. We've got some water or fighting energy acceleration, which we haven't had for a long time. It's on a stage 2, which is rough. So whatever, but we'll see. What do we got here? We've got Clamperl, Huntail, and Gorbis. Single Strike Jammer, Rapid Strike Jammer. Okay, so I guess the idea is you can play these... That is a nice looking art. Look at that. That's sick. So you can use either Huntail or Gorbis to turn off the abilities... Oh no, not quite. No, so turn off the abilities of Rapid Strike Pokemon, or increase the energy cost of the attacks of Single Strike Pokemon. So that's very interesting. You think the Marill has an attack? There's the Marill. Choose one of your opponent's bench Pokemon, does 20 damage, and then does... Oh, roll together. 20 damage times the amount of Pokemon with roll together on your bench. Okay, so that's cool. You can do like 100. Pretty neat. Pretty neat. But this Swampert seems nice. These Huntail and Gorbis seem interesting. Not sure whether they're going to be anything, but that's okay. Simipour's going to be bad. 60 damage times the amount of supporters. Didn't even bother to do the grammar checking over here, so... Currently playing against Kyogre. Can't I just leave an empty bench for an auto win? Potentially, Alec, but you need to make sure that you deal with their potential, what do you call it? Volcarona, because that could get you. So just be careful. Basculin seems fine. Darmanitan. Here's a card that's never been super great. No, that one's bad. Oh, we've got a Greninja. We've got a Greninja V. I don't know where that's come from. Flip 3 coins. Does 80 damage for each head. So there you go. Just watch for Volk. Yeah, exactly. And their Surf attack. They can surf. That's true. Okay, now I've heard good things about this. So we've got Overturn, discard the top 2 cards, so you can, you know, do some milling if you'd like. And then 90 plus 60 for each damage counter on your opponent's active. So this is like a souped up Sableye, this one, with a little bit of mill in the side as well, which is pretty good. There are like 5 different types of Pokemon with the rollout attack, so you can hit for weakness. Okay. What are the other Pokemon with the rollout attack that Marill uses? Because that would be interesting. We'll see if we can spot them. I don't know if we're going to be able to. Pukey-Mukey, if this card is in your hand, you may put it on the bottom of your deck and draw a card. That's cool. So it's just like a little pot of greed that you can use. It's a very interesting card. I can live with that. That's cool. I like that. Then we've got the Rapid Strike Inteleon VMAX. So this has been out for a while in Japan, right? So this should be a good card. We've got the ability Double Shooter. Once during your turn, you can discard a water energy from your hand and then put 2 damage counters on 2 of your opponent's Pokemon. which is pretty good. And then you've also got G-Max Whirlpool, which you can use for 1 energy attachment, because it's Rapid Strike. 70 damage, plus you can return an energy attached to this Pokemon to your hand. If you do, it deals 70 more. So you're dealing 140 for 1 energy attachment, and then your Pokemon has 0 energy on it. So that means that you can use Cheryl a bunch with your Rapid Strike Inteleon to heal all the damage, because there's not that many Pokemon that can deal 320 damage in one shot. Right, so you can heal all of your damage, and then every turn just do 140, plus you can deal extra little bits of damage with Double Shooter. So this is definitely a deck. This is a meta deck. This is like a top tier deck. It seems incredibly good. Greninja is back in VMAX through Inteleon. Exactly! It's here! This is a good card, Sparksy. A very good card. All you need to do is hit Cheryl every turn. If only there was a card that could search out items or supporters from your deck every turn. Like, I don't know, Inteleon? That could work. Seems pretty solid. Let's cruise through down. Is Inteleon VMAX better than Dragapult? Potentially. I think this card will stop those kind of decks from existing, right? So, because Inteleon VMAX is so difficult for those kind of bench snipey decks to beat, so like it's almost impossible for Dragapult, Jolteon, even with weakness, and also Rapid Strike Urshifu to take a knockout on this because of Cheryl, right? So definitely very, very good. It means that those big decks like Single Strike kind of decks, they are going to really benefit from this card being in the format. So Single Strike Urshifu seems like the type of deck that will get a massive boost in playability because of a deck like this. But that's of course assuming that Inteleon is good, right? Because it could be that 140 damage every turn isn't good enough. Like, I think it's probably going to be fine, but it could be that it's just, like, maybe it gets beaten by Marnie or something. I don't know. I haven't tested it, obviously, because I've only just figured out what half of these cards do. But if it does become a top-tier deck, then lots of cards like Dragapult, Dragapult and Jolteon and Rapid Strike Urshifu will see less play because they won't be able to deal with this. Frogs are back, I'm in tears. Do I think that Umbreon will have insane synergy with Gengar? Here's a controversial opinion. Obviously, I know what Gengar does. Gengar's been out for a while, so we'll just scroll down and talk about that now. Alright, talk about Gengar now. So Gengar VMAX, obviously a very, very powerful Pokemon, does 60 damage for 2 Dark for every V and GX Pokemon in play. Now that is really, really good against Mew, because Mew's weak to Dark. Plus, it's also really good against a lot of other decks. But here's the thing. For an extra energy, I can still knock out Mew with Umbreon, right? With Umbreon VMAX. So I don't necessarily need to attack with this Gengar. Plus, I can also use, like, Single Strike Urshifu, or any other Single Strike attacker. So I'm not sure that Gengar will see a huge amount of competitive play, because I don't think that this is better than Single Strike Urshifu. Because you lose the type matchup, which is obviously really, really good with the Single Strike Urshifu, but you also deal the same amount of damage with Umbreon anyway. So if you're hitting things for weakness, I don't think you need Gengar. But, you know, there's definitely room for me to be wrong about that. That's not controversial. Well, I don't know. Maybe it could have been. Could have been controversial. 140 plus 1 quick shooting is 160. You are correct. Absolutely. Codes are for everyone. If they're in the chat and there's a code, just take them. Take them, Evan. Alright, where were we? We were at Inteleon, weren't we? Okay, let's cruise down here. We got a Frostmoth. That's not very good. Hey, it's a little Pikachu. Just in case we don't have enough Pikachu Vs. There's like 7 of them now. Alright, we've got... Oh, this is cool. Look at this. Ichigeki Electrode. Alrighty. 120 then does 90 damage to itself for 1 colorless. Okay, so what we can do is we can put the extra 100 health on... No, we can't put 100 on. We can put on an extra 80 health with Big Charm and the Abomasnow. And then for 1 energy, we can do 140, because we can use Single Strike energy. We can do 140, and then we do 90 damage to ourselves. Mitch is 100% too slow to claim anything he sees in chat. Yeah, exactly. By the time I'm in chat, like, it's not gonna happen. I'm never gonna get him. Inteleon and Cheryl and Rapid Strike energy is insane. Yeah, it seems really, really strong. I was just thinking I need another Pikachu V after getting the promos. Yeah, exactly. We need another one. I think there's like 6 now, right? If it was 100, you could use it twice. We can give it 100 HP with a big charm. The whole idea of Explosion, though, is obviously that it's supposed to knock you out, so... But yeah. Do you know what's funny? Is that if we get 2 single strike energies on this, we can knock out an Inteleon, because it's lightning. So that's pretty good. Plusle and Minun seem bad. We got a Luxray that seems bad. Yep, they're bad. That seems bad. Okay, we got a whole bunch of bad cards. Here we go. This is the filler. This Electros seems bad. This Heliolisk? 60 plus 20 to 1 of your opponent's bench? That's bad. Okay, now we've got the Charger Bolt and the Vikavolt. Charger Bug and the Vikavolt. For double lightning, double colorless. That's a sick card as well. Look at that. That's really cool. This card 2 lightning and it does 200 damage to one of your opponent's Pokemon. That's pretty cool. Impossible to get that many energy on there, but definitely really neat. This would be sick in Expanded where you got the Charger Bug that gives you 2 energy, right? That seems pretty cool. How would you feel about Evolution VMAXs going from EVV? Seems like it would be a good mechanic. That seems cool. I don't think it would work in the way that they've kind of thematically gone about dealing with these sets, but that could definitely be cool. Gengar's weak to Rapid Urshifu and Rapid Box is kind of big. Yeah, exactly. Exactly. Is there a good Rotom that's viable? There's Rotom decks and stuff, aren't they, floating around? I don't know. Oh, no, that's Cast Form. Rotom's kind of always been dodgy. Alright, here's Boltund. Everyone's been super hype on this Boltund, or at least there's been a bunch of people that have been super hype on this. I don't understand why. Because it's exactly the same as the basic V, except it does 20 damage. More. Right? So, like, why would you play Boltund VMAX? Why would you give up an extra prize to do 20 more damage? I don't understand. I don't get it. You never know, there might be a reason. I like this too, it's a cool little art, but Boltund could be a deck, especially if Inteleon becomes big. So that's worth thinking about. Oh my god, look at that! Look at this art! Look at this little boy! This Toxel, what a cool guy! Alright, so we've got a Fusion Strike and a non-Fusion Strike Toxtricity line. We may leave our opponent's active Pokemon paralyzed. That's terrible. That's really bad. That's a terrible attack. Okay, what's this? We've got a Fusion Strike. That's another cool looking card. Look at that. Is the blue form as well. This ability works only if all of your Pokemon in play are Fusion Strike Pokemon. As long as this Pokemon is in play, the HP of your opponent's VMAX Pokemon is 30 less. Does that stack? Can I have multiples of these? Can I have 4 of these on the bench and reduce the HP of my opponent's VMAX Pokemon by 120? It stacks? Alright. That seems like a pretty good card. So if we're playing an entirely Fusion Strike deck, then we could put this in. If we have, what? How many in play do we need? If we have like 1 in play, VMAX Pokemon go down to like 290. So if we have 2 in play, our Genesect deals like 210. This is good. This is a good card. That's a good card. Alright, let's move on before I get distracted. Does that fix any Genesect math? And yes, it does stack. Okay, so it does fix Genesect math. If you have 2 of these, and then if you use 2 of... I know this card exists because people have been talking about it. If you have 2 of these... Right, this deals an extra 30. Instead of doing 210, you do 240. Plus an extra one is 270. So if you've got 2 of those... and then 2 of these, you take 3 prizes for 1 attack. Pretty good. That seems pretty good. 4 in play means Genesect effectively hits 330. Yeah, exactly. You need 2 because of power tablets. I figured that one out. I got there in the end. That seems pretty solid. Yeah, there's a little more Pecco. That's bad. Wigglytuff. Crochet Wiggly... What is this Wigglytuff scene? Search your deck for 2 cards and put them in your hand. That's bad. Ooh, this card seems pretty good. This card seems pretty good. So, Fusion, Cross Fusion is the attack. For 2 energy, we choose one of our bench Fusion Pokemon's attacks and use it as our own. So we may as well talk about Genesect now, because this is the Fusion Pokemon to utilize. Whoop! There he is. What a cool guy. Which deals 210 damage. Now, the reason we use this, right, 210 for 2 is very, very good, but we also get the ability Fusion System, which means we can draw cards until we have until we have the same number of Fusion Pokemon in play, right? So we can potentially draw up to 6 with Genesect, and then deal 210 with our Mew. So that's incredible. That's broken good. So this is the best deck in the format. Just FYI. Just FYI. This is the best one. A lot of work that can be done by drawing 6th card repeatedly. Exactly. You can see Mew with DC and expanded. That's silly, but yes, absolutely. That could work. The problem with Mew and expanded is that 210 damage probably isn't enough in expanded. Right? So you probably want to be dealing slightly more, especially when Dragonite can deal like 290 or whatever. But that's super, super good. And apparently this Mew has a good attack as well. Look at him. Just floating around, having a great time. Psycho Jump does 70 damage, and then we shuffle this Pokemon on all cards. So, not only that, but if we get half hit, we can use Mew and shuffle back into the deck thanks to Mew Basic, which is pretty cool. Alright. I wonder if Genesect will be as powerful as Zacian. I think it's better. Incoming Gengar VMAX. It checks Mew VMAX. This is the thing though, I don't think that Gengar's required. I think you just use Umbreon, right? Why would you use Gengar when you could just use Umbreon? It does the same job. When you play this Pokemon from your hand to evolve one of your Pokemon, you may put 2 Pokemon tool cards from a discard pile. This is the card! This was the card! Alright, okay, so... This was what we were looking for before. So we can use this Granbull in combination with Maractus. All the way back to the top so we can look at Maractus again. Okay. Come on. All the way back. This is the card. They always do this. They have something. There's a combo. Maractus Granbull is a combo. Because we can discard tool cards from our hand and then get them back with Granbull. So if we have a ton of tools... Alright. We're in. We are in. We've done it. This is the stream of the Sableman in Tino. Gengar is tier 4 at best. I don't know if it's tier 4, but it's definitely not required. But yes, so this Granbull is the card. This is the one that gets you across the line with the Maractus. I think I skipped Jigglypuff. Oh no, I intentionally skipped Jigglypuff. Oh, this has got the everybody rollout attack, so this is the purple rollout. Okay, sure. But yeah, so the Granbull. I knew it was coming. Utilize your browser's search functionality. Never! I will never do that. So you use Granbull, scoop it up, get yourself a bunch of tool cards, and then fire off a massive attack with Maractus. I love that. Brent, do I like teaching? I do. I do enjoy it. I like it. Could pair well with Whimsicott? Potentially, yeah. So this is a really cool card that's gonna see some niche play in some content decks. So keep that one in mind, because that'll be coming up relatively soon. Alright. Put basic Pokemon V, and then put... Oh, hello. Hello. What's this? What is this attack? Okay. This is neat. Put a basic Pokemon V from your opponent's discard pile onto their bench. Then put damage counters on that Pokemon till it has 30 HP remaining. That's pretty good, right? Do we still have Adventure Bag? I don't know, Sparksy. Can I tell you which deck you'd recommend to teach a new player? I would say that the best deck to teach people how to play the game is probably Leonzard. So if you can find a good Leonzard deck list, that would be the best one, I think. Lunala gets good with that. This is obviously like good with some kind of cool cards. I'm thinking this with, like, the Greedent, right? I don't know, where's the Greedent? I refuse to search. Where is he? Where is he? This chap here? Big Stonks? 30 damage? Take 2 more prize cards? 6 prizes? What do you think? That could be cool. I don't know if that's good. It seems like a lot. But I definitely think that's something. Massive Stonks. Brent, I already answered your question. Spamming it is not going to help you. In fact, spamming it is likely to get you sent to the Shadow Realm. One of my mods will probably send you there. But yeah, so that seems cool. Probably not the best way, right? Because, I mean, we can just use Greedent with, Inteleon pings and stuff to take damage and knockouts on Sobbles. So it's definitely not easy. Like, it's not easier than the best way to play with Greedent, but it's still, you know, acceptable. Big Stonks. I need a big Stonks emote. Greedent Toy Catcher. Yeah, exactly. Goon and a powerful energy will do the job. But yeah, so that's cool. I don't think that it's better than just like a basic Greedent one, but definitely workable. Now, this Deoxys I've seen floating around, it has all of the things. It has all of the bits. So this is Fusion, Ichigeki, and Rengeki. Very impressive. Does 80 damage, plus if it has a Fusion Energy attached, does 80 more, so 160. So that's okay. It's Psychic Pokemon, so it's going to take one-shot knockouts on Fighting-type Pokemon, which is pretty solid. I don't know if that's very good. I don't think that's very good, but it's cool. It's got interesting synergy with a lot of decks. So definitely worth considering. It's just good because it means that you can put like a Psychic type attacker in any of your Fusion single or Rapid Strike decks, which is pretty cool. F's in chat for Brent. Hey, listen, I answered his question. And they just kept coming back for more. Choose one of your bench Pokemon, of your opponent's bench Pokemon, and switch it with their active. It's now asleep. That's cool. Mushana's cool. I can definitely see that being something. Smagby, just getting into the TCG. Love your vids. Thank you very much. Appreciate you coming along today. Thank you very much. When you put the ratings in your vids, is C a good rating for consistency? C is the lowest acceptable rating that I would have, Awoon. So C is like any lower than that and it's not worth playing. Usually. And what's considered an A? An A is a deck that works every single time. So you probably need, if you want to get an A for consistency, your deck needs to be able to reach its maximum power output every single game. What's a mod? It was a... By the way, I'm playing your Rapid Box right now because it's kind of fun. Thanks, no worries. Enjoy. What is Brent? A card of legacy. Alright, let's keep going along, otherwise we'll be here forever, because we're only in the... We've been streaming for an hour and we're only in the Psychic section. What's the Kyogre meme deck rating? Watch the video, it's at the end. I can't even remember. I think it has a Q for consistency, doesn't it? Isn't that generally... Wasn't that the joke in that one? Alrighty. Ooh, Meloetta. We got a Meloetta. Does 70 damage times the number of fusion energy attached to your Pokemon. That's neat. Not super great, but neat. Got a Sandygast. Oh, if your opponent's Pokemon is a basic, it's knocked out. That's cool. So we could pair that with like Banette to devolve VMAXs and stuff. And then just insta-KO with a whole bunch of Psychic Energy. That's pretty cool. Impossible to power up, but neat, regardless. What else have we got? We've got an Indeedee that's got Call for Family. Alright, we've got a Fusion Strike Dragapult line. This has to be decent, right? Dragapult's always got decent cards, and it's a Fusion Strike. 30 damage times the number of Fusion Pokemon you have in play. So 6 times 3 is pretty solid. 180 for 1. That seems fine. That seems perfectly fine. I have no issues with this. It's a stage 2, which is a problem. But you know, you can get yourself going. You can use your Fusion Strike cards and stuff. I like that. I was waiting for you to comment on Deoxys, one of my favourite ones now. I guess I'll have to head towards bed. Have a nice time, Brib. Thank you very much for coming. Appreciate it. We'll catch you next time. Is Brent coming back from the principal's office? He will in however many seconds he was timed out for. Consistency. Oh boy. Hey, look, a Sand Slash. 60 damage, put a card from your discard pile into your hand. That's pretty cool. It's not very good, but it's pretty neat. Dragapult with Genesect is going to be sick. It's kind of like Mew Light, alright? It's kind of like Mew Light, but it's still really cool. Eyebrow snipped the Evoltools behind his... It's been a while, I got a problem. Oh my god, what's going on over there? So you're telling me Leonzard is better for beginners than the Cremorant deck that has best for beginners in the title? Yes. Yes, I am. Yes, I am. I do 90 for 1 with this. That seems pretty cool. Not necessarily great. What about this? Oh, we got a Golem. Golem's another Pokemon that I haven't done for OG 150. If this Pokemon is knocked out by damage from an opponent's attack, put 10 damage counters on the attacking Pokemon. Okay. And then it does 160 for 3, fighting double colorless. That could potentially turn into a deck. That's got some potential. So this is kind of a this set is 100% pro the OG 150 challenge because there's 2 Pokemon in here. Mitch, inquiring minds want to know, pineapple on pizza, is it a travesty or is it a travesty? I don't like pineapple on a pizza personally, but I can understand you putting on it, right? So I'm not going to eat pineapple pizza, but I will order it for you. Yo, actually usable. Isn't that such a vibe, Sparksy? When you see a card that's just garbage, but it's moderately useful, like occasionally, potentially. Now we've also got to see this Steelix as well, because I've got Onyx to do as well. I think pineapple on pizza is amazing. I don't know. Just waiting on thoughts for Steelix. Then you're off to bed. Okay, let's talk about it. Does 20 damage for a Twin Energy. For each damage counter on it. It has 190 HP. Okay, 190 HP. Plus you can use no, you can't use you can only use Big Charm. So you can get the 220, which is pretty solid. So you can potentially deal 400 damage with this. It's pretty good. Pretty good. Mitch, do you see all these cards and just think YouTube content? 100%. 100%. That's all these cards are for. This is bulk, unless you make YouTube videos. In which case it's content. Depends on what topping. Sometimes pineapple can be overpowering. If it's just like a Hawaiian pizza, just like ham, cheese, sauce, and pineapple, perfectly fine. The greatest internet debates of all time. Is a hot dog a sandwich? No, a hot dog is not a sandwich, it's a taco. Not a sandwich, because the bread's connected, so it's a taco, right? He's got to make 3 months out of this set. I had so much potential. It's not a sandwich. It's a taco, right? Sandwich can't have bread connected. Exactly. Someone get exactly. That means hoagies were hot dogs. Yeah, then they are. Or the hoagies are tacos. They are 100%. Because a taco's got bread like this, right? Sandwich has bread like this. Submarine sandwich is not a sandwich. It's a taco. I don't know what to tell you. Is a burrito a taco? No, a burrito is not a taco. A burrito is a wrap of some description. Taco. Sandwich is specifically filling between 2 pieces of bread. Exactly. So a sub is a taco. Yes, unless the pieces of bread are disconnected. If they cut the bread all the way through, then yes, it's a sandwich. If it's not, burger is a sandwich. It's got filling between 2 pieces of bread. A taco is a taco, but can't confirm. We'd need to ask Taco. I don't know if he's still around, but a taco, yes, is still a taco. Even a soft shell taco is still a taco. Which Pokemon is this? I don't know. We're not talking about Pokemon anymore. A sub is a sub. It's literally got its own name. No, it's not a sub. It's a taco. It's the same. So a hot dog is a sub. No, a hot dog is not a sub. It's a taco. You gotta listen. You gotta listen, man. I'll accept your consistency, but not your definition. Fair enough. I can appreciate that. Alright, let's get back into it. I'm an idiot sandwich. Taco is a sandwich? No, it's not. It's one continuous piece of bread that has... Cake. No, we've come up with a new definition. It's a wrap, right? Because you've wrapped all of the whole thing is surrounded by bread, so it's a wrap. What if I put 2 pieces of bread between your toes? Then you've got some very, very difficult problems to overcome. No worries, Matt. Appreciate it. Thank you very much. The cube rule of food identification. It's got all the answers to these questions. Just a second. We're just gonna break for a second. Let's figure it out. Okay, here we go. This is what we're looking for. Okay, so we've got toast, sandwich, taco. I was right. See if it's got 3 sides. Oh, calzone. I see. Okay, so instead of a wrap, we've got a calzone. Please never call it a cake again. Okay, so this I can live with. Alright, so here we go. We've got some examples of sushi here, right? Pigs in blankets is sushi because it's got 4 sides bread. I love this. I love this. This is the day. Corn dog is a calzone because it's got all sides bread. Identifying dishes based on starch locations. A burrito is a calzone. Yeah, that makes sense. I prefer the term wrap, right? But I can live with I would prefer to call a calzone a wrap, but I can see you calling it a calzone. Thank you. Who was that? AO Wheels. Thank you very much for bringing my attention to this website because it's done the job. I couldn't play one game. What happened? Where's the Pokemon cards? This is the most important thing that we're doing today. Wraps can't open. Wraps can open. They can, but a calzone can open too. Wrap is a much better term for 6. A wrap is sushi? No, sushi has open ends. Burritos are sushi? No, burritos are calzones. But then if you wrap a taco, is it a burrito or just smaller? It's a calzone if you wrap a taco. If you wrap up a taco, it's a calzone. Let's go back to doing the thing. Let's go back to talking about Pokemon cards. Alrighty, what do we got? What do we got? What do we got? A whole bunch of crap cards. We've got the Gengar, which we've talked about before. We've got Tyranitar, which is terrible. We've got a new Obstagoon. Okay. Choose one of your opponent's attacks. That Pokemon can't use that attack next turn. Nice. Nice. And then 60 damage. Your opponent has any damage counters up to 90 more. Okay. So what you can do is you can use Shush for 30. Stop them attacking, theoretically. Then deal 150 next turn with your second attack. I like that. That's pretty cool. It's pretty cool. I was lurking in my TV now. I can't get away from typing in chat. So Americans need to loot their food groups. It's definitely not that difficult. Oh boy. Alright, let's look and see if we got any other cards. Any other good cards? I'm seeing no good cards. I'm seeing a cool art of a Trubbish. Pokeball confirmed. Pokeball confirmed. Guys, confirmed Pokeball. I've got no good cards. No good cards. These cards are all bad. We're looking at a whole bunch of bad cards. Terrible cards. Oh! Spooky. Look at him. He's so frightening. Impy Dimp's so frightening. That's pretty cool. What am I listening to? What's happened here? Am I still listening to non... I'm not listening... Oh my god, we've got to get out of here. This music is no longer safe. We need to go back to safe music. I started listening to non-safe music. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, YouTube. Please don't kill me. Please don't end my life, YouTube. When do we get Ultra Ball? Probably in our next set, Loveless. Probably in our next set. Not entirely sure, but listening to copyright music, yikes. Yeah. I think that was it. I think that was the only one. I'm done. I'm out. Do you have any spooky themed decks planned for this weekend? You ready? I'll show you. You guys can get the sneak peek. You get the goss because you're here. All 85 of us in the chat. Like the stream, by the way. I know some of you haven't because there's only 54 likes. Sparksy, it's your job to bully people in chat to like the stream. Put a Mewtwo from Celebrations and a Shiny Magikarp. Nicely done, Davey. Good stuff. So, our fancy Halloween-y deck is this. This is our fancy Halloween-y deck. I put in every single Psychic VMAX in the game. So that I can play with Gorgeist. We'll talk about it later. We've got to focus on... We've got to finish the set review. I'll turn you into a hot dog taco. Oh, man. Alright, what do we got here? This looks very interesting. This looks incredibly interesting. Alright, let's talk about this. So, we've got a basic single strike Morpeko that has 50 HP. For one Dark Energy does 30 damage, times the amount of damage counters on this Pokemon. Now we can go 4, which means we're going to do 120. Plus, we've got a single strike energy, so we're going to do 140. Plus, we can get an extra 100 damage on this Morpeko, because we can have the fighting belt, whatever it's called, the thingamajig belt, that I always forget the name of, and we can also use a Volsnow. So this has 150 HP, which means we can deal 140 times 3. Pretty good. That's pretty cool. That's content. This Morpeko is a content right here. Morpeko with Cherim and Old Cemetery. Not this Morpeko. Don't need it. Hello, welcome. Okay, what else have we got? What else have we got here? Not very good. Not very good. Not very good. What a specific attack this is. For 3 colorless does 70, and if your opponent's Pokemon is a fire type, it's paralyzed. I understand thematically why that's here, but how specific is that? That's too specific. This card seems good. We've talked about it already. 11 damage and you one-hit KO every VMAX? 100%. So I'm on board with this Morpeko. This is Content City right here. New to the game, you helped me out tons. Thanks. First time seeing me live. Thank you very much, Scott. Appreciate it. Thank you for coming along today. Alright, let's keep closing out this list. Oh, here's a medal everybody roll out, so we can get some medal types. Nice. Nice. What else we got? We got Medal. Ingot Swingot. 80 damage. Prevent any damage done to this Pokemon by Pokemon with abilities. Very neat. Not necessarily good, but very interesting. Not very good. Not very good. Oh, okay, here we go. So Latias is a Fusion Strike Pokemon. That's pretty cool. Red Assist. Once during a turn, you may use this ability. Attach a psychic energy from your hand to one of your Latios in play, which is pretty cool. So we can attach to the Latios. And we've got Dyna Barrier. 70 damage. Prevent all damage done to this Pokemon by attacks from Pokemon VMAX. So we can pair that with Mew and make it so that we can't ever be attacked by opponent's VMAX Pokemon. Look at that art though. Look at the color. Oh, it's so cool. It's flying over the stadium. It's flying over Wyndham Stadium. That's really cool. And then the Latias has Blue Assist. Once during a turn, you can attach a Psychic Energy to one of your Latias in play. And it has Luster Purge. Does 210 damage. So not quite as useful. The Latias seems way better. And it's good because it's the better art. So that's fantastic. That's fantastic. Putting a single Morpeko and single strike might honestly be the play. Potentially. Am I excited to spend my entire life savings on codes for this set? They just announced TCGO will be around until at least November 29th. What? Excuse me? Where? Not Boris, when? Why? Should? If? Excuse me? When did they announce that? Where is this news? If that's the case, I'm very upset. Why is it still around? Why do I have to deal with this program for another month? Oh, man. I spent all my coins. It's not confirmed? They put in a TCGO forums post? Oh my god. Can you send the link to me, Boris, please? Let me know when you've sent that link to me. That's crushing. That's crushing. Alright, we've got a Goodra here. Let's move along. Slimy Room. As long as this Pokemon's in the active, your opponent attaches an energy, they need to flip a coin. If tails, that energy is discarded. There you go, that's pretty cool. I don't want to play. Need all the good attacks first. Anyone put the link for the gold card redeem? I don't know what that is. Yeah, it's Crushing Hammer, except in an ability. Alright, we're into... These seem bad. All these Pokemon seem bad. We're into the colorless now. We've got a Dodrio. Neat. That's cool. I think that's another card that I need for OG 150 as well. Then, what else do we have? Blissey. Each of your Pokemon with Everybody Rollout takes no damage from the attacks of your opponent's Pokemon VMAX, and it has Everybody Rollout. Okay. That's cool. So Everybody Rollout is a deck. That's a deck. I can play that. All these seem bad. Continuous Stamp. Flip a coin till you get tails. So this has unlimited damage. Nice. This is a cool Dunsparce. Stops colorless Pokemon from having weaknesses, which is neat. We've already talked about the Smeargle. Sorry, Burris. It's alright, Burris. It's not your fault. It's not your fault, mate. It's Pokemon's fault. I cannot believe that they're not releasing it before Fusion Strike comes out. That's so bad. That is so bad. I really don't want to spend money on these codes. But that's okay. I will anyway. None of these cards are any good. We've already talked about this. Keep going, keep going. Nothing. Now we're into supporters and trainers. Okay, so we've finally done all of the Pokemon. We've done all of the Pokemon. It only took an hour and 20 minutes to do all of the Pokemon. Alright, so what else we got here? Battle VIP Pass seems cool. So you can only use it on your first turn, but if you do use it on your first turn, you search for 2 basic Pokemon and put them on your bench. So it's just free, super good early game draw for your Pokemon. So get a whole bunch of Pokemon in play really easily, which I like. Adventurer's Discovery is also pretty cool. Search your deck for 3 Pokemon V, which includes VMAX Pokemon. You reveal them, put them into your hand, then shuffle your deck. So that's a pretty solid supporter, kind of like Bridget. Bug Catcher seems like one of the worst cards in the game. Chili, Silent, and Cress. This is a cool Fusion Strike supporter. Search your deck for 3 Fusion Strike Pokemon, reveal them, put them in your hand. So that's good for your Mews and stuff. Right? Especially with Mew in the format, this seems like a good card. Yeah, pretty good. Pretty good. What if you never get Tails and you just keep flipping coins until the end round timer runs out? Well, then you're a very lucky boy, is what you are. Cook is terrible. Heal 70 from your active Pokemon, not very good. Cramomatic, alright, this is a card, let's see. Discard another item card from your hand, flip a coin if heads, search your deck for a card and put it into your hand. Shuffle. So you can use this to thin, alright? So you use this with Genesect, you use it to thin, right? Because ultimately you don't care. This is actually good in Genesect, because ultimately sometimes you don't really care if you have cards, per se, right? But you can use this to potentially get an extra card, plus you get 2 draw off of Genesect. So that legit could play in Mew. You could see that in Mew. And you can use it to thin your battle passes, right? So you play the battle pass, and then you use the Cramomatic to thin your hand and discard the battle passes. That's actually legit good. That's really cool. Oh my god. Azazel, something special for me in trade. Okay, no worries. I'll go and have a look. Cross Switcher. This is a good card. So this is Guzma, but on an item card. So you play 2 at once, and then you switch your opponent's benched Pokemon with their active, and then switch one of your Pokemon with your benched Pokemon as well. So essentially, this is Boss's Orders except on an item, which is incredible good. Incredible good. So good card. Very, very nice. Crossseaver. Play 2 Crossseaver, put a supporter card from your discard pile. Okay, so we can use this as VS Seeker. Nice. Good stuff. Okay. Dancer. Draw 2 cards. If you go second and it's your first turn, draw 3 more cards. Is this the worst card that's ever been printed? Is this the worst ever card that's ever been printed ever? Could it be? It could be that this is the worst ever card. I hate this. Why would you print this? It's garbage. Just garbage. Draw 2 cards. If you go second and it's your first turn, maybe draw 3 more. Terrible. I wish they'd make more cards more useful. It annoys me they make 80% of sets bad to force a certain art. Yeah, exactly. It's kind of sucks. Like, I can understand why. Like, they need to print some bad cards, because you can't have good cards without bad cards. But that is terrible. Dancer is terrible. This is apparently not very terrible. Alessa's Sparkle. Choose up to 2 of your Fusion Strike Pokemon. For each of those Pokemon, search your deck for a Fusion Strike energy card and attach it to your Pokemon. That's busted. That's really good. Waste of trees. Because if it is, you'll have to include it in a contact deck. If it is, no, I'm not doing that. I'm not playing Dancer, ever. Farewell Bell. Attach tool to one of your Pokemon, doesn't have a tool, blah, 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 blah. If the Pokemon VMAX card this is attached to is knocked out by an attack, then search your deck for a Pokemon card and put it in your hand. Okay, so this, at first glance, seems like a good card. Because when your VMAX Pokemon gets knocked out, you can search for anything. But then you realize that it's attached to a Pokemon VMAX, which means you only get to use this once per game. And it's only on your VMAX if you've got it attached and your opponent can discard it. So not very good. Bad card. Don't play that. Don't play that. Oh, Judge. Seen that card before. Said the same about Alistair and look at... Well, listen, Alistair at least had some mild use. I'll give it that. This has no use. The Corviknight in the background of this artwork is more useful than this card is. Oh, we've got Quick Ball again. Okay. Hopefully that stays with having a D mark on it. Power Tablet we've talked about already. Does 30 damage for each of your Fusion Strike attacks. Fantastic. Schoolboy. Draw 2 cards. If your opponent has 5, 3, or 1 prizes remaining, draw 2 more. And then Schoolgirl, which is 6, 4, and 2. So these 2 cards are both almost useless. But hey, they're there. We've got Shauna again, great. Shuffle, draw 5, excellent. Sydney, your opponent reveals their hand, discard 2 Pokemon Tool or Special Energy or Stadium cards. Okay, that's pretty cool, so there's some control element to that. I could see that. Skater's Park, whenever either player's active Pokemon retreats, put any basic energy that would be discarded into their hand. So that's just like a useful generic Stadium card. I could see that being played, but not necessarily super good. Oh, we got some more gloves. We've got some more gloves. These are the water gloves. Does 30 more damage. Okay, so this is the only glove that you could ever realistically expect to see play. You use this glove with this card to knock out Sobbles for free. That's it. That is what you do. So you take 3 prizes on a 60 HP Sobble thanks to Spongy Gloves. And then we've got Fusion Energy. Fusion Energy is a rainbow energy. Attach it to Fusion Pokemon, and then it prevents all effects of your opponent's abilities. So no more Greninja pings or Inteleon pings if you've got Fusion Energy. And then we've got all of the full arts and alt arts and stuff. I think this is the best alt art in the set, personally. I know lots of people think that Mew's the second best. I like the fact that it's all different Fusion Strike Pokemon. That's really cool. And then we've also got all of the full arts and stuff. So pretty neat little set. It's way too big. There's like a trillion bajillion cards. Oh, they didn't. They didn't. They made the good. They made the good Latias a promo. That's so sick. Oh, excellent. Whoever's making promos over at Pokemon.com are doing a great job, because they've got the Oricorio here as well. They've got the Pukumuku, which could see play, and they've got the Deoxys as the promo cards. I do like the fact that the Fusion logo is on the left for Deoxys, because if it was on the right, like all of the rest of them, there would be so much text on this side of the card. It would be ridiculous. And then, of course, we get the gold energies, the other gold energies that we haven't already picked up. Plus, we also get full art Shauna, because that's what we need. We need a full art Shauna. Need the Latias promo so bad. Dude, all of these promos are sick. The Oricorio's sick, Latias is sick. All of them are super playable, super useful. I love it. Okay, so there you go. That's a bit of a set review. We've gone for an hour and a half here talking about all of these different cards. There's a bunch of good ones, but for the most part, it seems like it's mostly just Mew, right? Like, for me, it seems like the only card in this set worth getting is this. There's not that many other archetypes in this particular set. So, but hey, there you go. You've seen the review now. King Cygnus, you got to head out. Thank you very much. Appreciate you coming past. I'll see you next time. Azazel, I hate rainbow rares. I feel like they're an insult to the artist. I know, right? We'll take a beautiful artwork and we'll just turn it into garbage. Like this, right? So what would you prefer to have? That? Or the actual one? I'm not going to scroll all the way up. We'll just go, okay, Shauna, right? We've got Shauna, beautiful card, and it looks nice. Or you can have the exact same artwork, but it just looks terrible. Terrible card. But yeah, lots of content in this set. There's lots of content in this set, but there's not a lot of genuinely good decks. There's maybe 2. Because I think this Inteleon's good, and I think the Mew is good. I don't see anything else being super, super playable, but that's just me. Alright, well, I think it's time for us to do a little bit of a swapperoo, so just give me a moment. We'll turn on the old camera, and we'll head across to PTCGO. I clicked the wrong button. Try this one. How about that one? Oh, Azazel sent me a trade. I forgot about this. Okay, so we need to go into our little trade section. We can go away from the Poltergeist for the moment. Let's see what we've got. Let's see what we get. What's my favorite alt art from this set? Oh, Azazel coming in with another Pikachu V. Gold cards, baby. Thank you very much, Azazel. Do you know what the worst part of that is? Now I'm going to need to find 3 more of each of them. That's so cool, though. If you see someone buying a schoolgirl or boy card, call the police. Oh my goodness. Okay. Sparksy, you are here. You are my guy. Crab V. Crab V slaps. Potentially. You're going to be my guy here, Sparksy. What we are going to do now is we're going to do some member battles. Because last stream, I didn't get a chance to play everyone. Right? So I am going to play some games against my members. But we need to get in nice and orderly. Right? We need to be nice and orderly. If you are a member of the channel and you want to play a game, then at Joshua Sparks, and he'll add you to a list, which I haven't asked him to do, but he's going to do it now. And then we will play. I want to play against you, but I'm not on my computer for like an hour. Well, I'm sorry, unidentified persons. I'm probably not going to be playing in an hour. I'm sorry, dude. Rhodes guy, battle you. I can do that, but you need to send through your PTCGO username so I can add you. All right. So send me through your username, and I will add you. Now today I've got a few decks that we're going to be playing. I've got Leafeon, I've got Dragapult, and I've got... No. We don't do this. We do it properly. We go through the proper process. You at Sparksy with your PTCGO username, and he'll add you to a list. And there's no guarantee as well, by the way, that we'll be able to play everyone today. I'll probably only be able to play for like a little bit. So maybe like 40 minutes, an hour. We'll see. We'll see how we go. Sorry, Sparksy, for doing this to you. Putting you in this position. And Sparksy, if you could just hit me up with the first name in the list, and we can just work through it from there. Azazel first. I definitely have Azazel on my list. Bang. I'm challenging you, Azazel. I'm going to play Rapid Strike Urshifu. We're going to see what happens. So we wait and see if Azazel comes through with the games. Thank you very much, Sparksy, for doing this. I'll send you something to help you out. Alrighty. We call the coin flip. We've won the coin flip. We are going first. Thank you very much. We have a Remoraid. We have no Rapid Strike Urshifu yet. This is bad. We have a couple of Sobbles though, so that's workable. Oh, cool. He's playing Dragapult. He's playing Dragapult. Oh, what a guy. I appreciate it. I appreciate it, Azazel. I challenged him and I said, I will be playing Rapid Strike Urshifu. So he goes, what can I play that has an auto win against this deck? And he just goes straight in with the Dragapult. What a guy. Samuel, what is up? New to the channel, love the content. I'm still new to PTCGO, so definitely not playing today. Hey, that is fair, my guy. That is fair. What is this? What is this? What are we looking at here? This is a deck and a half. Alright, we level ball. We're going to grab a couple of Drizzles. We've got one in hand, so I'll just use my last level ball for another Sob. We'll grab another Sobble. And then we will persist with our game plan here. What I really want is I want a Professor's Research. I will also grab, I think, a Evo Incense. That seems like a good card. We'll use that to grab ourselves an Octilamon, because I want to keep that. Then I will research. I probably should have bucketed, actually. Probably should have used the bucket, but that's fine. Then we will use Rapid Strike Search to grab ourselves a Tower of Waters. We will play that down. I will retreat into our Urshifu. We'll attach the Strike Energy, and then we will strafe for 0 damage into the Sobble, just to say that we did something. And because we moved into the bench, we don't get affected by this. And the money, how standard. I know, right? I know. Been playing TCG for 20 years. Game has come a long way. It's very different. Tylord, it is a very, very different game to what it used to be. Avery? Put an Avery on top of the deck? Excuse me? Alright, what we're going to do is we're going to try and get a big bunch of damage off here. We're going to use Rapid Strike Search. We're going to grab ourselves Urshifu Vmax. We're going to play that down. There's no basics there, but we do have all this stuff. So we'll throw this. What else can we get? I think that it sucks that we're going to get rid of this Inteleon, because I really want to continue to use it. How much damage are we currently dealing? 120, 150 to the Dragapults. I think I want to get myself a Persimmon, please. So we will go with Evo Incense and Quick Ball. So Evo Incense can get us a quick shooting Inteleon, which I like. We'll grab that, throw that down, and then we will Quick Ball away the Drizzile. We'll grab the Persimmon, and then we can research. This means that we are dealing the most amount of damage as possible. We will lose some of our cards straight away because Avery is coming up. But this is really good because it allows us to put a whole bunch of pressure on one of these Dragapults. But also, we can take a knockout on this Altaria, which I really like. So we'll do that. Put some pressure on. This Dragapult now is within range of being knocked out by a Medicham, which I like. We are looking very good. Let's go, 0 damage. Woo! Drizzile and Shady Dealings Inteleon Secret Rare. I know, I'm a madman, aren't I? So here comes Avery. We'll get rid of the Inteleon. And to be honest, I think I might get rid of the Persimmon as well. Or is it better to get rid of the... Oh, this is a really tough one. Because I need to keep most of these cards. I think I'm going to get rid of the Persimmon. We'll get rid of the Persimmon. It seems awkward, but I need to keep the Octillery so I can get the energy. There's a bunch of things that need to happen here, and I need to keep the quick shooting Inteleon so that I can deal more damage too. So I'm feeling like this is probably the best decision. We'll wait and see. That path to the peak is very frustrating. It's not terribly impactful, but it's very frustrating. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to start thinning now. We're going to get a whole bunch of cards out of the deck where possible. I'm going to Quick Ball away the Octillery, and we'll grab another Urshifu, which I will Quick Ball away. We will grab another Sobble, because I like having the extra Sobble. We will also use Octillery's Rapid Strike Search to grab Tower as well. And we will play that down. Now, you would think that the intelligent play is to use Rapid Strike Urshifu again, but I'm actually going to go for the Medicham here. We'll attach to that. Then we will retreat into the Medicham. We'll deal some quick shooting damage to the Swablu, I think. It's 2 damage counters. So we'll deal some quick damage to the Swablu. And then we are going to Yoga Loop into this Dragapult and take a knockout. Pretty solid, pretty solid. We take 2 prizes here. And then this turn, because we get another turn, right? It's our turn again. We can use, Quick Ball away an energy. We'll just grab another Urshi. Then we can use Melanie on our Urshifu. We can attach. We can use another. We can... Look at all these things that we're doing. Look at how good this deck is. Rapid Strike Search. There are no more Rapid Strike cards in the deck. We will Quick Shooting Ping onto the Dragapult again. And then we can use the Drizzile. Okay, we're looking good. We can use the Drizzile. Thin off. Get a whole bunch of stuff going here. I'm thinking that we probably just grab, I don't know, let's grab the Escape Rope. Why not? Seems fine. And then we can G-Max Rapid Flow again. And I think that's the damage that we want to deal. So we'll do that. We'll remove the Swablu and deal 150 to the Dragapult. which means that potentially, if there's no evolution, next turn we can win the game with Medicham, which is fantastic. Fantastic. How do I build a deck of 60 Marnies to play against Mitch? It's tough. It's tough to do. It's certainly very difficult. I would not suggest trying it, frankly. Pulling off a yoga loop. What a time to be alive. Rapid Strike Urshifu still tier 0. This is Tord's version of it with Melanie. It's incredible. Right, here comes a Jet Assault. Does not even get the knockout, which means that we can simply play down all of our cards. We can ping. We can ping. And then, what was that boo-doo-doo-doo that we just got? I think we just got Yoshi Tracker joining the Sableyes. Thank you very much, my dude. I don't know why my browser stuff is not popping up. It just... Oh, did you see it? It flashed up on the screen for a second. I don't know why that happened. And then we can G-Max Rapid Flow. Hit into both of these. Take our last couple of prizes. Thanks very much for coming, Azazel. You play yourself your weakness. You can't beat me. You cannot beat me, Azazel. Next battle is up against Alec. He is Triple M TCG, which I believe I already have as a friend, so I will send you a request. Let's keep the good times rolling with Rapid Strike Urshifu. Right? What a good deck. What a good deck. Mwah! Just wow, so good. You tried, Azazel. Well played, my dude. We'll shake hands on that one. Good job. Good job. That tone's my text message tone. I thought it was important for a sec. Oh boy. Any thoughts on the upcoming Urshifu VMAX battle decks? They look incredible for new players. They look incredible. Yeah, so this is towards Urshifu list, and I think it's really good. So I'm giving it a go. We'll see how it goes. This is not looking like a good start, frankly. This is looking like a terrible start. This is looking like I might lose. Because I've bricked. So, the card behind my arm is an Urshifu VMAX. So, it's not looking good. You have the emotes, Yoshi. Absolutely you do. Urshifu B Battle Deck's new product. They're coming out very, very soon, Yo-Yo Smuggler. Very, very soon. Very soon. Okay, so we've got a real rough time here. We are not going to be doing well, but we can still come back and win. So we just need to be persistent. This is where the best players really focus in. Game when they're not doing well, they know there's an opportunity to win. So let's try it. That's a pretty good top deck. Would have been good to have that last turn, to be honest. Which means we can grab the Octillery here. We'll throw that down, and then I think I am going to grab, not a Remoraid, I think I'm going to grab a Sobble. Just double check, there's no Persimmon here. We do have a bunch of other stuff, so that's good. Alright, are there any basic Pokemon in the bin? There are not. So yet again, we don't get value out of our Echoing Horn. Let's research. I heard that you can buy battle decks with crystals in PTCG Live. Is that true? I believe so. But unfortunately, we'll not know for sure until the game comes out. So we won't know for sure until the game comes out. Alright, we can put a little bit of damage on the Ice Rider. I think it's probably worth doing that. It's going to suck, though. This hand is not great. I think what we do is we just sit here. I think we just sit on this. This is not good. Oh, actually, I should have quick balled for another Urshifu and held the energy. That's what I should have done. But that's okay. We'll be fine. We'll be fine. I put them on my Christmas list, so I needed to be sure that they would be good. I shouldn't take it back. No, they are good. You will be fine with those, Tilly. No problems at all. They're coming out very shortly. They come out with the release of Fusion Strike, as is my understanding. Do I like the Pokemon anime? I don't really watch it that much, Pravash, but I do watch a bit. Here we go. We're getting hard punished now. I'm gonna boss up my Urshifu. This is why I should have quick balled for another one. It was just dumb. I should have quick balled away an Urshifu VMAX for another one, and then used what's-a-majiggy. It's fine though. Oh, there's nothing happening. Okay, I thought I was about to get absolutely destroyed there, but turns out sometimes you just get lucky. Should have gone into Sobble? Potentially. But you know what? It's gonna work out for the best now. So we grab another Urshi. We'll play that down, and then we can use... Actually, we... I think I want a Crobat here, because I want to use Melanie if I can. That would be great, to be honest. So all we need to do is draw into a Drizzile, which is fantastic. We've done that. I don't have any energy in the discard pile, so that sucks. But you know what? We'll attach here. Then we can Drizzile. We don't have any boss's orders in this deck, right? There's no boss. But there is Marnie and Melanie, so I'm liking that. We don't necessarily need either of those right now. But yeah, definitely should have considered how many cards I actually had before I did something as stupid as this. I'm thinking we're going to grab Escape Rope, and we don't have our other card, so that's okay. We'll use Escape Rope here. Mitch not having a card is like the most impossible thing happening in real life. Absolutely. Oh, Azazel is putting up some packs to the first person to get a win. Alrighty, this is exciting. And then we're going to level ball here. We're going to grab ourselves a Drizzile, because we want to get those Inteleons in play nice and quickly. I will use the Drizzile to grab, not Marnie. I think grab Melanie seems fine. And then we can retreat into the Urshifu. We will Rapid Strike Search to grab something out. I might grab the Inteleon just for next turn. And then we G-Max Rapid Flow. I'm going to put the damage on these two Pokemon, I think. Because this is where my prizes are going to be coming from in the next couple of turns. Mitch, Lance's Charizard or Dark Sylveon? I would go with Lance's Charizard personally. Neither of them are particularly playable, so you're only getting them for collectible reasons. So I would go for Lance's Charizard, just because I think that card looks better. Mitch will probably always win. I do not always win, I can tell you that much, Pravash. I don't always win. I definitely lose sometimes. Maybe an Eldegoss V in this deck. Interesting. I don't know. Possibly. I don't think that we really need it. All that we need now for the rest of the game is just Melanies and Energies, right? Because we've got all of the other cards that we really need. Tilly, do I play much in person or just PTCGO? I play a lot in person, actually. In fact, I'm probably playing in person tomorrow. I would have been playing in a pre-release this weekend, but unfortunately, they got delayed. So I'm not doing that. Okay, so we've probably got the Ice Rider coming into the active this turn. It's going to deal 250 to 290, and then we've got one ping from Inteleon, which will put this Urshifu within range of being knocked out by an Inteleon next turn, which I'm not a massive fan of. But we're in a position now where we can do a whole bunch of stuff, which I really like. Okay, so we're going to evolve into Inteleon for sure. Then I'm going to Melanie. I'm going to Melanie to the active, because we're going to G-Max Rapid Flow again. Let's use Octillery to grab the energy. This is not the way that I would want to do this, usually. But it's still okay. The issue that we might have now is that we might not have enough time to really put on the pressure to this Calyrex. How much HP does it have? 200. Okay, so 200 HP. I can deal 150 with an Urshifu, so I can hit into it there, which would mean that I'd need to ping that this turn. I'm going to lose an Urshifu. I'm also going to lose another Pokemon next turn. So I'm thinking that if I could put 120 onto this with G-Max Rapid Flow, and I think that's what we're going to do. So we're going to quick shooting here. We're going to attach the Rapid Energy, and then we are going to G-Max Rapid Flow to the active. Now the question becomes, where does our next damage counter go? I'm thinking it's going to go on the Drizzile, because I want to take that prize now. So this Calyrex should be on, what, 40, 60? 60. So that's doable. I like that. Plus we've got this on 60 as well. So we are relatively close to getting a knockout here. Okay, so now the question becomes, what do we want to sacrifice here? I think the best sacrifice is probably Crobat. So I'm going to put it up there. The only problem with Crobat is that we don't have free retreat with it. But it's okay. Why didn't I knock out Crobat? Oh, that Cheryl sucks. That's really bad. Okay, now we probably lose. Now we probably lose. But there was no attack. Okay, so it's fine. So this is going to be fine. We've got a lot to do here. Let's figure out if it can be done. Okay, it can be done. It can be done. Okay. So, we need to have a large brain here. We need to have the biggest brain that I've ever had in my entire life. We're going to Inteleon. I need Escape Rope. Get out of the active. Got a big hand. Do I need Melanie? I might need Melanie. This sucks not having another VMAX. I didn't realize that all of them were in the discard pile. But it's okay. I think we're gonna be fine. Cheryl off of the prizes? Great. Great. Okay, so we Melanie to the Urshifu. We didn't get any of the things that I was desperate for. Let's just have a look. We do have another Drizzile. Okay, so our game plan here is going to be to Escape Rope and then attack with our Urshifu. Oh, question becomes, what do they want to sacrifice? I want to sacrifice the Sobble. Okay, so we're going to ping this here. And then I think we strafe. Strafe the Sobble. I think we strafe the Sobble and we're going to go into the Sobble. We're going to go into our Sobble as well. I could use Medicham's attack, but I don't have Medicham. I don't have Medicham at the moment. So our hope here is that we don't see a retreat card. Hopefully this Sobble can't get out of the active. Looks like we're going to get beaten. That Cheryl has lost us the game. That Cheryl has lost us the game. So I think that Alec is probably going to be the person that manages to find himself some codes from Azazel here, because I don't see a way that we can win this game. I don't see it. I don't see it. If we had access to one more card, then maybe. If we had one more VMAX, then we could maybe do it, but I don't think that there's a way. I think we're about to lose. Yep. This is the game. It's all over for us. Cheryl's done the job. Well played to you, Alec. Congratulations on your victory, on your powerful victory here today. I don't even have the ability to get the knockout on the Crobat. Unfortunate. Unfortunate. But hey, it's okay. We will ping. This one's 100% my fault. Did not keep in mind the amount of Rapid Strike Urshifus I had in the deck. I didn't realize all three of them were already discarded. If I had one more, then we could still have won that game. But GG's, my dude. Congrats. Well done. And Trainer Jack is up next. We've got Jack, Jakkd. Hopefully you're already on my list, my dude. And then we can get playing. Thank you, Sparksy, for being on top of it, by the way. Jack, is Jack here? Yeah, no, not here. So I'll need to invite Jack to be a part of the Sable squad. Thanks for playing, Alec. Great game. Like, that Cheryl completely changed that game. Because I was feeling very confident until you Cheryl then.
I am avenged.
Said with absolutely no like emphasis at all, but that is incredible. Thank you very much, Drew. Appreciate it for the super chat. Very nicely done. All right, Jack, we are going again. We're gonna play Rapid Strike Urshifu again. You're very lucky, dude. Hey, sometimes that's all you need. That is all you need sometimes. Right? Good players win not because they are skilled, but because they're skilled and a little bit lucky. So Alec, if you add Azazel, he's just put his thing in there, then you will be able to join in and grab yourself some codes. Did I ever play Yu-Gi-Oh? No, I did not. Well, I mean, I played it very, very casually as a little kid, but never super seriously. Grab the Remoraid. Seems fine. No energy attachment again is a bit rough, but that's okay. My dad always says I would rather be lucky than good. Yeah, exactly. Because good people, if they're unlucky, doesn't matter. What are we looking at here? Are we looking at the exact same list, or are we looking at like a Rapid Strike box, like a Sylveon deck potentially? That could be frightening. Sylveon it is. Sylveon it is. And we've got the Capture Energy as well, so it's all going relatively well for Jack on his side of the field. There's that Zacian. Just stick with the 4 that we have, Sparksy. So just stick with the next games that we have, because we're probably not going to be seeing too many more after this one, unfortunately. How can we play? Do we have to be a subscriber? You have to be a member, unfortunately, Kat. Because if you weren't, if you were a, what's the word that I'm looking for? If everyone that wanted to play against me played against me, then I would be playing Pokemon forever. So we need to put some limitations on it, unfortunately. All right, we're gonna Evo Incense. We're gonna grab the Octillery. Now the problem here is that our opponent has a pretty good deck at beating mine. Our plus side, though, is that we have a bit of momentum and our opponent doesn't have too many cards. They used Boss last turn. Now that's terrible. That's literally one of the worst things that could have happened. I wanted to get an energy off of that so I could have searched for the stadium, or the stadium so I could have searched for the energy. But now I may need to Marnie, and if I Marnie, it means that I need to bench this Sobble so I can give myself outs in the next couple of turns. If I bench the Sobble, then I'm not playing anything else down. I need another Urshifu because I will get knocked out. So I think I do this, and then I Marnie. This is brutal. This is brutal. Heartbreak from our opponent. Apparently that's not what they wanted to see. In other news, I'm having a terrible time. I'm going to Rapid Strike search. We're going to grab an energy, I guess. Maybe we do the same thing again. Maybe we grab the stadium. Maybe we grab the stadium and retreat into the Crobat. Maybe that's the play. We retreat into the Crobat and then attach the energy to the Urshifu. Maybe that's our play. And then we pass, we'll just leave it at that. This is not going well. I feel like I've not quite got the hang of this deck yet. Azazel coming through with the packs, and he says he'll give packs to anyone else that manages to beat me as well, so that's pretty impressive. You can see a professor's research, so our Urshifu is safe, which is fantastic. And here comes the Octillery. Now, it would have been fantastic if we'd been able to get the knockout on the Octillery last turn, because we would have been in a really good spot, but now that they can search for any cards that they want, we are in a little bit of trouble. What does Medicham do? Medicham has an attack called Yoga Loop, which puts 2 damage counters on one of your opponent's Pokemon. And if you take a knockout with that, thank you very much for the subscription, I appreciate it. If you take a knockout, then you get another turn, right? So Yoga Loop is really good for giving you extra turns. So here is the Sylveon. Does the Sylveon come in and take the knockout on the Crobat? Poker Kid, can I play with you? We're only doing members, unfortunately. The Rapid Strike Urshifu King will give you some free coaching. Who might that be? Is that you, Sparksy? Are you the Rapid Strike Urshifu King? Okay, so we've got a pretty solid turn here, where we may, depending on how things pan out, be able to get ourselves a knockout on 2 Pokemon and get 3 prizes. Now, we're going to deal 120 with Gmax Rapid Flow. That's going to go to 150 onto the Ditto thanks to our telescopic sight. The question is, what do I play down? Probably the Medicham, right? We probably bench the Medicham, and then we Drizzle for a research. The issue is it's going to leave this Sylveon in a really, really powerful position. But that's okay. We might potentially be able to do a little bit of a fancy play depending on what we get given here. Okay, we definitely can do a fancy play then. Maybe the Ditto is not our knockout. Maybe we go for something else. Maybe we put the damage on the Zacian. My thought process behind that is 120, 150, then 170 onto the Zacian because we can go Evo Incense into Inteleon. Alright, okay, I'm starting to percolate here. We're starting to get a bit of an idea as to what we're doing. Do we have any? Okay, we don't have any of that. That's a bit of a problem. Okay, so we're gonna need to be very, very efficient here, I think. We could Echoing Horn. We could grab an Echoing Horn if we knock out the Ditto. This is okay though. I think we're gonna be fine. Let's grab. I don't need a Sobble. We'll grab the tower, because we don't care if the tower gets Marnied to the bottom. That's not a problem for us. We're going to attach the energy here. I'm going to use Quick Shooting. We're going to ping the Zacian. And then we are going to Gmax Rapid Flow. I'm going to deal damage to the Zacian, and I'm going to knock out the Octillery. So you'll need to bear with me on this. This might be an incredibly good play. It might also be a disaster. Now, we're going to get knocked out here, and our opponent's going to go to 1 prize. But I'm confident that we can maybe get ourselves the win if things go well. Maybe. That is a big, big maybe, by the way. So there's a VMAX Urshifu. I think our big issue is going to be the fact that we don't quite have enough damage on the field. That's potentially a problem. The transformation into another. Okay, this is fine. This is fine. So there's the Max Harmony. So our game becomes incredibly interesting. Our game becomes incredibly interesting. So, we can... Oh, hang on a minute. No! I think we lose again. I think we lose again. I think people playing Psychic decks against me because they know that I'm playing Urshifu means that I'm going to lose. So I don't really have too much else that I can do here, really. Because I've completely forgotten that one of the critical parts to this deck is drawing into any one of my 4 Cheryls. And we've just not done it for the entire game. Does Passimian work with Yoga Loop? I don't think it does. I think this is g-g-g-g-g. I think it's g-g. I think we're done. I think we are diggity done here, guys. It's not looking good. It is not looking good. We lose. All these people playing their Psychic decks knowing that they can beat me. Alrighty, well played, well played. Hopefully you enjoyed beating me using your psychic deck. And we are up against Yo-Yo Smuggler now. Yo-Yo Smuggler is up. Also, Azazel offered some codes to you for winning, I believe. So enjoy those. And he's saying no more because I'm losing too much. Alrighty. Well played. Let's see. Where are we at? Where are we at? Where's my chat gone? Everything's just completely fallen apart on me. Okay. Did we add Yo-Yo Smuggler? We're already friends with Yo-Yo Smuggler. Excellent. Alright. Yo-Yo Smuggler, you challenge me. Sylveon's your main deck? Hey, that's fine, man. No problems at all. It's not a problem, Jack. You challenge me, Yo-Yo Smuggler. I'm not getting metagamed again. You do have some random packs I can give to a third victor? Potentially. Alright, we tricked him, right? We tricked him. We're going to go with Rapid Strike Urshifu again. This is a big trick. 3 more battles after this. We've got Daniel, Yoshi, and then the Rhodes guy. And then we will leave it at that because we've been streaming for 2 hours now. And well, I've got to go and get some food. I've got to get some lunch. And then I've got to get ready for a party that I'm going to, which is going to be very exciting. For the lols, indeed. I think I know what these 2 colours mean. It's looking good for us, ladies and gentlemen. As long as we can get ourselves into a couple of cards, we should be fine. What's my win record? I am 1 win, 2 losses. I've played 3 psychic decks. Alright. Yo-Yo's got the techs. He's got the game. Let's go with the Remoraid. Throw this down. Throw this down. Grab ourselves an energy. Or 2. Bang. Pass. Now. Kyogre has 130 HP. We need Persimmon, ladies and gentlemen. We need... Alec would like to say that he did not play Psychic. Fair enough. That's a fair call, actually. I don't know why I thought you did. Alright, here's the Cryogonal. How many energy? 3. 4. There's 4. Okay. So, this game becomes incredibly easy if, and I say if with a big, big asterisk, if we get into a VMAX off of this research. We've also got the Crobat, so we can go for broke here. We're going to Octillery. We're going to use Octillery to grab ourselves access to the energy, because we have 3 Incense and 3 VMAX in the deck, which means there's 6 chances to get that, and only 3 Rapid Strike energy. So we're going to do that. Then we're going to Crobat. We need to get into the VMAX, which we've done. Which we have done. And then we can level ball for a Sobble, I think. Sobble seems like a good card. We'll throw that down. And then we just G-Max Rapid Flow and knock out 2 Kyogres. What? What? Oh, it's only Vs and GXs? Oh no, I misread the card. Oh no. How embarrassing. Oh no. Oh boy, why did I play Persimmon? Because I didn't read the card. Well played, he says. Well played. Aqua Storm. Well played, he reckons. Into misplay jail. I forgot. Oh, there's another misplay. That's an error. That's an error. Okay, it's fine, because now we just get the VMAX here. Right? Make it almost impossible for them to take enough prizes. Let's do that. And then we can Marnie to the... not Marnie, we can Melanie to the active. We will Quick Ball first. Maybe Melanieing to the active is not a good idea. Maybe we should Melanie to this. Let's just research. Let's just go for it. I'm just absolutely ruining my chances here. Well, we've stuffed it again. I was just like, all we need to do is get an energy. If I Melanie to that, then we would have been fine, but that's okay. I think we lose again. They just win next turn. Oh, yikes. It's okay. We'll just do this. And put the Medicham in the active. And hope for the best. It's your turn. I've already busted out the card reader. 3. Okay, so 3's not too bad. 3 does not cause too many problems for me. I can live with 3. Okay, so all we need to do is get ourselves an energy and we can still win this game. This is so dumb. Alright, I'm going again next turn. We're going to put the Sobble down. We're going to research. All I needed was 1 energy. I just needed an energy, man. I just needed 1. I just needed 1 energy. Oh, man. That's incredible. That is incredible. 3's not enough to win the game! 3's Oh, the game continues, ladies and gentlemen. Take yourself a prize. Oh my god, this has been a disaster energy. Thanks, game. Appreciate it. Okay, we're gonna Melanie. We're gonna attach this down here. Let's just use the bucket. Do we have any energy left in the deck at all? We've got 1. Oh my god. Oh boy. Alrighty. So, we Yogaloo onto the benched Kyogre. There's an energy, okay. We retreat onto the Urshifu. We've got 7 cards in the deck. I'm gonna Melanie to the active. I don't think... Oh my god. I think we just Gale Thrust, right? We just Gale Thrust here. This sucks because I want to Yoga Loop this too. But I know that if I don't knock it out, then I lose. Let's just Gale Thrust. Leave the energy. We need the energy so bad. Well, this game is now continuing for some reason. I have no idea why. Prized? Volcarona prized? Volcarona damn it. Vol definitely KOs me, for sure. Look at all these energies in here. There's 17. Why did you do that? You got the Volcarona! You have to bench the Volcarona! You have to bench it! Why? Why didn't you bench the Volcarona? Oh my lord. What was that about? What was that about? Oh boy. Okay, we're up against Daniel Hill. I'm going to bed. Oh no. That's not the way. It's not the way you do those things. Oh my goodness. It's a Zarshin deck that you built yourself. That's alright. That's not a problem. I'm happy to play. If you send me a request, send me the challenge, Daniel, that would be great. That would be absolutely fantastic. Because I've added you, so you just accept, and when you've accepted the request, we will play Pokemon cards. Yeah, benching the Rona could have been good. For sure. That was something else. That was something else. Just fix up my filter here. I don't know whether this has been like this the whole time or whether... There we go, that seems a little better. Alright, Daniel, you haven't got the friend request yet? Okay, it's weird. Is that your name? Is this your name, Daniel? Because if it is, then I've sent it. If it's not, tell me soon. You sent me a request as well? Okay. Oh, there you go. So it's just without the ED on the end. Okay, fair enough. Fair enough, fair enough, fair enough. Okay, let's go. We're in. Let's go. My favourite Australian thing. What is my favourite Australian thing? I think Sparksy is, to be honest. A little partial to a Tim Tam as well. Healthcare. Seems pretty good. Not being shot in the street. It's another one of my faves. Alrighty, what do we got? What are we doing? What are we looking at? We've got an Urshifu, we've got a Sobble. We're looking at a game and a half here, so let's go. Healthcare. Yeah, working in a school where I don't need to. If you had a love emote, I would be spamming it right now. Alright, what are we looking at? We're looking at Zamazenta and Cosmog. Okay. This is a very, very interesting opportunity. We'll see how this Urshifu deck works, Afu. Steve Irwin is the best Australian thing. Steve Irwin was the best Australian thing. Okay, so this Zarshin being powered up is an absolute terrifying prospect. We're going to get ourselves a Remoraid. We're going to attach an energy to the active with the bucket, and then we're going to Marnie. Sucks that we lose the Octillery and the Drizzile, but that's okay. Let's grab one energy there. What? What's wrong? What? Okay, then we're going to quick ball here. We're going to quick ball. We're going to grab Crobat, maybe. No, we're going to grab another Urshifu. Seems fun. Actually, no, we're going to grab a... We need to draw cards. We need to draw cards. I've got no cards. Let's play this bucket. Get it out of here. I just want to thin it. Let's Crobat. Okay, I've got something to do next turn. I'm going to retreat into the Crobat. You may knock that out. I've heard Australia doesn't have a free speech law. Yeah, well, that's because we just use common sense. We don't need to have it enshrined on a piece of paper that you're allowed to say what you want. Everyone just does it. That's pretty much it. Alright, we're there. We're there. We're doing something. We've got a research as well, which is it's a very interesting prospect, that. Okay, so we're going to go... What are we going to do? We're going to go with... a professor's research here, but I'm also... Oh, do we get to use the horn? Do we ever get to use horn? We're going to go through the escape rope. Escape rope is not the ideal card to be playing, but it's definitely useful. Kind of risky play by the Australian government, letting people say what they want, but not putting it into a constitution. Jum! We're on our very first constitution. Thank you very much. Good grief. Good grief. Alright. This looks fine. This looks absolutely fine. Let's just grab the VMAX. We'll grab the VMAX. And then we can Gmax Rapid Flow. I'm going to do this. This seems fine. Beep beep. Okay. We'll see if that works out. I'm not entirely sure that it will, but we will see. Francis had like 15. Alright, so we need to get ourselves into a position to win this game. This Zamazenta is going to be very frustrating, but we can beat it. We just need to attack with this guy. Daniel whiffed the switch last turn. There we go. Okay, so it's fine. It's fine. This Zamazenta is going to be a real pain in the bottom. Okay, so we are going to put the real pressure on here. We're going to Gmax Rapid Flow again. Gmax Rapid Flow is a good attack that people like to see utilized. I also want to Rapid Strike Search for an Inteleon, which I like the look of. We're going to play that down. We're going to start putting some damage onto this Zamazenta because we need to deal a lot of damage to this Zamazenta. Then we will Drizzile. I don't know what we're really Drizziling for yet. I think Echoing Horn seems fine. Yeah, we can hold on to that though. And then I will Gmax Rapid Flow one more time. Now I could have gotten the Stadium to replace, but I only run 2, and I desperately need to... Did I forget to ping? Did I forget to ping? Did I ping? I can't remember if I pinged. You pinged? Okay, I pinged. I was about to say I thought the maths was right. I pinged Zamazenta, right. I should have pinged the Zacian. I would have knocked it out. Oh well, doesn't matter. Does not matter. Okay, so we need to take a knockout on this Zacian, and I know just how I'm going to do that, and that is now the game for us. Wrong ping. Yeah, so I made an error on pinging the Zamazenta. I was too busy tunneling, and I forgot that I wasn't taking the... It was one of those ones where I went, okay, I'm knocking out the active, but I forgot that I wasn't knocking out the active without the ping. It's okay, though. Alright, so now we've got a couple of things that need doing. We've got a couple of things that need doing. We're going to do 120 to these Pokemon. We can do 150 if I Inteleon. I can ping, and I can also Inteleon for... I think this is fine. Okay, I think I still win regardless. Because we've got the Persimmon, we've got the Telescopic Sight. Excellent. Do I have a Quick Ball? I've got a Quick Ball. Okay, it's cool. Mitch's greatest weakness, reading the card. Mitch's greatest weakness is forgetting the way that he's playing the game. Alright, Telescopic Sight plus Quick Ball. Rapid Strike search for Rapid Strike energy. Melanie to the active. Found the Passimian anyway. Attach. Attach. Well played, my friend. Ping the right Pokemon. G-Max Rapid Flow. Onto the bench. Okay, we got there in the end regardless. It was fine. It was fine. Thank you for the games for that. That was beautifully done, Daniel. Appreciate it. Appreciate the games. I like your deck. Very, very cool with the Solgaleo. Oh, not the Solgaleo, with the Lunala. I really like it. Or is it a Solgaleo? I'm not sure. It might be either. Well done. I think we've got, what, 1 or 2 more games to go, Sparksy. It's just a matter of who we are playing against. We're up against Yoshi for this game. Do I already have Yoshi? I don't. Alright, Yoshi. Boop. I've sent the request. Solgaleo, really, really cool, man. I love that. That's so good. 2 more, including Yoshi. So we've got this one, and then we've got 1 more game, and then that's going to be the games finite for the day. So Yoshi, make sure that you accept the request, and then we can perkity play. Scroll all the way down to the friends list to wait and see if he's accepted. There he is. And now we just groove. Is Yoshi still here? Or has he left? I haven't actually seen him for a while. He said F many moons ago. So far, not looking good. I loved you in Mario Kart, Yoshi. He's here. Okay, he's here. Alright, we're here. It's all good. It's all good. Just accept the request, my dude, and we can get playing. Mitch is literally one of 2 people in my friends list. Am I doing expanded? No, we're playing standard. Fresh stats, we're playing standard. And we've got 2 more games to go. We just need Yoshi to accept my request. How's the new job been? It's been pretty good. Been enjoying myself. Been enjoying myself quite a lot. Oh, it's 4:24 AM and he's still here. Good grief. Bedtime. It's almost bedtime for sure. That's why Yoshi needs to jump on. He needs to get involved so that we can end the... Oh, he's done it. He's done it. Quick. We can end the madness. Yoshi is up. We are in and going. Tilly, what field of work am I in? I'm a teacher. I'm in education. And sleep when you're dead. Good grief, my hair is so long. I need to get a haircut. Alright, Yosh. Good luck. Hopefully it all works out. Have I won every coin flip today? History, I bet. Well, wouldn't you know it? This is terrible. This is atrocious. With a capital T. Good luck to you, Yosh. Good luck. Ooh, what is this? This is looking very interesting. Do I have kids? No, I don't, Josh. I don't. Just a cat. Alright, what do we get? Another Melanie. Lycanroc. This is an interesting prospect. Alright, we're going to Capacious Bucket. I'm going to grab... Ooh, 2 energies. No worries. Then we are going to Quick Ball away and grab a Sableyes. And then I will also Quick Ball another energy away and grab an Urshifu. Play that down. Play that down. We will attach an energy to the Urshifu, and then we will pass. Sometimes thought it would be fun to teach math or something tech-related. Possibly someday. I'm a mechanical engineer who's currently learning web development. That sounds incredible. It's a very diverse skill set there. Teaching is definitely fun, but it's one of those games where you need to be patient. You need to be really patient, which is why I'm relatively well suited for it, because I'm very patient. Sparksy, you need to play against me to win Azazel's Chilling Rain packs, dude. I need Chilling Rain packs. I remind you of one of your favorite teachers, AP Euro. Well, there you go. There you go. Okay, we've got a Sobble. We're going to Melanie. We're going to Melanie to the Crobat. Okay, that was close. That was close. Wasn't quite it, but it was close. Do you have to love teaching? No, you don't have to love teaching. It's like any job. People that don't love it can do it. It's fine. I just don't. You know, I'm not. It's weird because I'm not a person who lives their life to be a teacher, as lots of people do. They live their life to be their job, but I do very much enjoy it. You're right, Sparksy. If you're unorganized, it can be very awkward and very, very difficult. If your students misbehave, do you poker battle them? No, I don't. No, I do have a job, King Cat. I do. I'm not completely unemployed. All right, this is cool. I like this. Lycanroc, Zamazenta. Gonna see a Hunting Claw here. Gonna remove one of my Sobbles from existence. Ooh. Ah, Drizzile. Thank you for joining us, Drizzile. I'm going to play down this, and I'm going to play down this. And I'm going to grab... How much HP does Remoraid have? I'm never getting a Remoraid in play now. That's awkward. Okay, we're going to research. This is very uncomfortable, but we're going to be fine. We're going to be fine. We got the Rapid Strike energy. We're going to grab a Sobble, and we're going to grab a Remoraid. We have both now. You can choose either. You can choose either of them. Whichever one you choose, I have an out for. G-Max Rapid Flow. We're going to take a knockout on the... I think this... No, we're going to take a knockout on the Drizzile, because I can see Inteleons. I can see Inteleons coming out and creating problems with me, for me with this Lycanroc. So we're going to do that. We're going to do that. I teach upcoming Indigo Plateau challenges. Yeah, you can choose the Pokemon, absolutely. It's very good. Alright, how much have I got? 60 HP left. I just really hope that Yoshi does not take the Remoraid, because the only way out of this hand is through an Octillery. So hopefully he takes the Remoraid. They do, Anav, yes. They absolutely do. But it's one of those ones where if you don't hide it, then it's not like frightening, you know? So some of them do. Some of them may even be watching right now. I don't know. That right there, that's bait. What years do I teach? I teach 7 through 10 at the moment. Boss's orders for the Remoraid are very frustrating. Maximum Edge. He took the bait, guys. He took the bait. Oh boy. Okay. We still need to get incredibly lucky here. So we need to Melanie. And we need to Melanie into one of 2 Rapid Strike energies for the game to continue. We did not get it. But that's fine. I think what we're going to do is we're going to grab... This is so awkward. So very awkward, this. I won't Echoing Horn. I just need the energy. I think we're going to lose here. I think we're going to lose. Think you should play basic fighting energy just in this case? Well, no, the deck isn't built to deal with kind of random decks like this, so this is not a deck that you would expect to see in the standard format, which means that it's not built to deal with it, right? So essentially, these kind of decks prey on the fact that your opponent cannot beat you, right? Because they've got no way to deal with it. So, like, I cannot deal with this Lycanroc because my deck just isn't built to deal with it. And so when they knock out stuff using, what is it, the first attack, Hunting Claw, there's no way for me to get around. So I'm in a bit of a bad spot. Lycanroc stocks go up, invest fast. Dude, it's a good deck, it's pretty cool. Preys on those little Sableyes. And the fact that I've been getting slow starts with lack of energy is always a bad thing. So like in this situation here, where I had a bad start, where I've missed attachment twice, right? Like I've missed attachment 2 times. It makes it incredibly difficult for anyone to win games, let alone me, someone who's bad at the game. Okay, we can research because they didn't take the Drizzile, which is good news. So the game continues. Okay, it's bad news because I actually just realized we lose next turn because they can just max edge and knock us out. How do I take 5 prizes this turn? We'll wait and see. We will wait, and we will see. Oh, he's got another Lycanroc ready to go. Okay, here we go. We'll grab ourselves a second quick shooting Inteleon. We're just going to take this knockout here. We're going to grab ourselves some prizes and we're just going to hope for the best. Yeah! I mean, we're going to lose because they just retreat. And we lose, so it's over. It's over for us. It's over for us. We need to go on to the next game. Because I lose. Well played, Yoshi. Well played. Could have just manually retreated there, my dude. Again, completely forgot what I was doing. Starting Crobat, missing energy attachment 2 turns in a row. Pretty rough. Pretty rough. That's okay. Alright, last one is up against Rhodes Guy, who I know for a fact I have in my list, so let's hit him up with the challenge, and then I can go on. I obviously need to go to bed, so... Should have trapped the bird? Maybe. Maybe. That's alright. I'm not as good as I claim to be. Let's put it that way. I'm also... it's also hard when you're reading chat and talking to people at the same time. Thank you, Yoshi. Appreciate it. You've got a good deck. You have a good deck, my friend. Very, very cool. Lycanroc is better than Urshifu. Confirmed. Dude, Yoshi, if you want me to look into that deck list, if you want me to feature it on the channel, you should send it through. Send through the deck, my dude. Always looking for more content. Alright, we've got ourselves what can only be described as a hand that's almost too good. Okay, what do we need to do here? We can quick wall away the Urshifu VMAX, if we want to. Or we can get rid of the Evolution Incense. I think that the smart thing to do is to get rid of the Incense and grab a Sobble. Because now, we are set. We've got things to do next turn. I love it when random decks like that come out on top. It's always fun to watch when like good decks come through. Lycanroc VMAX is a really underrated card. It seems to be. It seems very underrated. It's one of those decks that I really haven't had a chance to play with yet. It seems very, very cool. Okay, so we're gonna get strafed here. This is fine. Talk bad to him? Why would I talk bad to him? Tower of Waters, thank you. That's good for us. Something that we don't need to search for later. We've got the energy, we've got the VMAX, we've got the level ball. We're all good. Coin flip in the mirror is very PogChamp. It seems to be pretty good. It seems pretty solid. Look at that. The only thing that would have been better is if we'd been able to get ourselves access to a Remoraid as well. This has come out incredibly well. So we Drizzile here, we double check to make sure that we have a second Octillery. And we do. So we use Professor's Research. Vroom. Vroom vroom. Okay, what can we get here? None of these cards are particularly inspiring, but it's fine. We're never getting knocked out next turn. At least our Urshifu's not. So we'll throw this down. We should be fine. We should be fine. You played last week 2 standard tourneys for, by Pump Gamey, one of them 5-1, the other 4-2, 1 turn short of 4. Oh wow, that's pretty good. Nicely done, Yosh. And that was with the Lycanroc as well. That's really cool. Will there be any more Sableye series? There will eventually, but not at present. There will not be any in the upcoming near future. Just because, you know, life gets difficult and things get in the way. But there definitely will be again. So it's not a weekly or bi-weekly thing, unfortunately. Not anymore, anyway. Okay, what does our opponent decide to do here? Do they G-Max Rapid Flow, or do they make the right decision and use Gale Thrust? Thanks for letting us keep our Inteleons, my guy. Let's Evo Incense. Let's go for the Drizzile. We can throw this down here. We would like to grab a card. We would like to grab a Melanie. We will Melanie to the Medicham. We'll attach here. We will retreat. We will evolve into our Inteleon. We're going to ping this. And then we're going to Yoga Loop. Never listen to me, ladies and gentlemen. Never listen to me. You're a bad, bad man. Alright. And now we need to find one more ping. So I'm thinking that we just research this hand away. It seems very expensive, but I think that it's the right decision. I've been punished for my hubris, ladies and gentlemen. Absolutely punished for my hubris. It is unfortunate, but you know what? We can live with it. We can live with it. Okay, so... Oh, hang on. Do I still have Crobat? I might still have Crobat. We may still have a game here. We'll get rid of the Remoraid. Go for the Crobat. We need 3 cards out of 21. It's pretty tough. We're going to throw this. We'll Echoing Horn the Crobat back. May as well do. Okay, we need one of 3 cards to come our way. Yes, we've done it. We've done it. Ping. Oh boy. If only that worked in real life. If only that worked in real life. Oh boy, Rhodes guy, I'm sorry. Sorry, I'm so sorry. Are baits like that no, they're not. It's super illegal. It's super, super illegal. It's super bad. You should not do that. You should not do that. We still possibly lose, by the way, because if we get Aura Burned, like, There's a real red hot chance that we lose this. If this Aura Burn comes off, we still probably lose. To be honest, it might have actually been better to not get the Inteleon, because then we could have Medichammed the VMAX and gone for the win that way. No! Oh boy. Oh boy. Well played. Well played. Oh my goodness. We attach. We get all the stuff. And then we ping. We ping. We ping. And we take 3 prizes just to be a bad manners person. Boop boop. Well played, my guy. I'm just happy that it worked. I'm just happy that my deck worked. Oh, boy. Well, there you have it. I will grab this deck and put it up on the screen for you so that you can see the list that we played this afternoon. There we go. Oh, Yo-Yo, thank you very much for the super chat.
Loving these Friday, for us in the US, streams.
Absolutely. That's why we're doing them, right? And at that, we've ended the stream. This is it. We're done. Here's the list that we played. Right. There's 3 water energies in this as well. This is the list. Hopefully you've enjoyed yourself. I appreciate you all coming along as usual. As always, make sure that you leave a like before you head on out. And also remember that the schedule for videos has slightly changed. So we've got a Sunday, Tuesday, Thursday stream videos now instead of the other stuff. Always just sent through a trade. We'll see what that one is, and then we'll head out for the evening. What have we got? This is not it, my dude. This is not it. This is not a trade. No, I'm not going to do that one. Thanks very much, everyone. If you Yoshi, send me the list through Discord. If you've got Discord, otherwise just tweet it at me or something, and I will be set and ready to go from there. Apart from that, thank you very much, everyone. I will see you next time for more from the Sableyes. Bye bye. Again, I need to figure out how to stop